Hello, everybody! Welcome to the very first MTG, the MTG SKALOSSEUM, if you will. It's been a long time coming. Super excited to do this. I have four amazing people that decided to dip their toes and dive in and see what this is all about. And I am forever in their debt because, put a lot of work into this and they jumped at it, and I am super appreciative. So before I explain what this is, we're going to go around the pod and they're going to introduce themselves and let them know they're going to let you know where you can find them. And then after that's all done, I will kind of get into the explanation of the game and how it's going to be played. And then hilarity will ensue. So, MJ, why don't you go ahead and kick it off? Let everybody know where you're from, where they can find you.
Hey everybody, it's MJ from MTG in Quarantine. I do a podcast of the exact same name, and I, talk about EDH, CDH. Just did my third anniversary episode talking about 5 EDH decks I don't play anymore and why they failed. So, just a bunch of really good stuff on there. Typically positive. That's kind of the one episode where I kind of just poke fun at myself. But otherwise, great time, great people on there. Yeah, you should definitely check it out. I will put the link in the description. And I will be playing Edgin Larcenous Lutinous today. So, 3/3 human bard costing 1 a blue and a red. Reads each non-land card in your hand without foretell has foretell. Its foretell cost is equal to its mana cost, produced by 2. And whenever you cast your second spell each turn, go target creature an opponent controls. So, as I understand, I have not actually looked at the deck list here because I want to be super surprised, but based on my opening hand and this card, I'm going to be playing a lot of support, a little bit of control stuff, some goad stuff in there to make sure my teammates don't get hit.
All right, Russ, why don't you go next?
Hey everybody, I'm Uncle Russ. You can find me here on Twitch on Friday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern doing some Commander content, and then on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday morning doing some MTG Arena stuff. I'm going to be playing Holga, Relentless Rager. I also did not look at the deck list because I kind of wanted to be surprised. But I did just look through it a little bit while we were chit-chatting, and it has a bunch of haste effects, extra attacks. This should be really fun because I'm an aggro guy, so this is right up my alley, and I'm like a kid in a candy store. I can't wait.
Yes. Go ahead, Ben.
All right. Hi, I'm Get Lefty. You can find me on Twitter and basically anywhere else as Get Lefty. Even Threads, which just is a thing now. I don't stream. I just join people. It's fun. I have fun. I will be playing today Simon. Is it over here? This guy? Or is it this guy? He likes to cast instants and sorceries and then do fun things like draw cards. Or everybody draws cards. Or I get to duplicate what I'm casting. It's nice. He's a lot of interaction, draw spells. It's a very support heavy
it's a
deck.
very blue deck.
Yeah, it's extra blue. It's somehow monoer blue.
It's more blue than mono blue. And Ron, go ahead, man. Do your thing.
What's up, everybody? My name is Ron, better known as Dreamers_MTG or Turtleneck Daddy or Precon Ron. Call me whatever you want. You can find me here on Twitch, on Twitter, on Thread at Dreamers_MTG. I play EDH a lot. I host Dream EDH here on Twitch, where I kind of just invite all my friends in the community to come play this game and have a voice where it feels like we don't have too much of a voice sometimes. Because we make this game as popular as it is, and it's as individual as each of us are, so why not celebrate that and just have fun playing the game for once, you know? I'm playing Zinc. I think that's how you pronounce that.
Zinc?
Paladin Unbroken. It's a human knight, 2/2 white, with double strike, and auras you control have exalted. So this, I took a peek through the deck list. I cheated a little bit.
That's okay.
I wanted to know what I was getting myself into.
Yeah, you get familiar. That's cool.
Mono white is one of my least played mono colors right next to mono green. So I'll be a little bit uncomfortable, but that's what I'm looking forward to. Because it plays a lot like my one mono white deck that I have.
And you have 3
And
people that are helping you and not trying to kill you.
exactly, I have help, so I feel so much better.
It's going to be fantastic.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right, so I am John. I go by Useless Knowledge on all the socials. And I am welcoming everybody to the SKALOSSEUM. So I'm going to get into it a little bit. I'm going to explain what this is. So the people watching, this is not your average EDH gameplay experience. So this is a cooperative gameplay. So basically, I got these 4 party members, and they are going to get thrown into an arena-style combat situation. I'm going to be throwing 3 big bads in front of them to see if they can work together to get through them. The first one's going to be okay. Second one's going to be a little harder, and then the third one may be a problem. So I don't really know yet. I try to keep everything balanced, but sometimes we don't know until we play. So here are my hamsters, my test subjects, my guinea pigs, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, so they each selected their party member. So we have a selected party of 4. Zank is a Voltron-style commander, or his enchantment. I had Zank kind of be more of the life game for the party. People are going to need life. Zank's going to hopefully be there in order to help them out in that regard. Simon, as Ben said, lots of interaction, counter spells for things that are cast, and a lot of support, mainly putting graveyards back into libraries, because as you beat boss monsters, things stay in exile and they stay in the graveyard. So there are many cards within Simon's, and there's a couple in Edgin that you will be refilling hands. Refilling decks from the graveyard. It's very, very important. This is going to be a long, treacherous grind. So it's a very, very important thing. We got Holga. So not only is Holga aggro-centric, Holga also has a bit of an elemental theme in there. A lot of the hasty things in that deck are elemental based. And as Russ stated before, trample effects, looking for that combat damage. And then Edgin is kind of a damage dealer support. Edgin is kind of the jack of all trades, right? So there's going to be a little bit of control. There's going to be a little bit of damage. There's going to be a little bit of life gain. There's going to be a little bit of kind of everything in there. So after the party defeats a boss monster, they're going to be able to roll for loot. Now, the loot I have listed here. You'll find out all the fun stuff that could potentially be pulled out of the sack of a whole lot of shit. That's what I'm calling it. It is not the bag of many things. It's the sack of a lot of shit.
Can you trademark that?
I might. And then just so everybody knows, after a boss monster is defeated, you're going to roll for your loot and distribute it amongst the party. All cards in the graveyards will remain in exile and the graveyard if there are any there. All tokens on the battlefield will be destroyed. Half of the player's artifacts will be rounded down and put into the graveyard. All creatures will be put into the graveyard. Now, these do not apply to your commanders. If your commanders are on the battlefield, they will remain. And then you will have to sacrifice half of your lands rounded down after each boss monster is completed. There are certain boss monsters where you will get 3 setup turns before you actually face them. Some 4, depending on the balance and the difficulty that I kind of put into place. After each boss monster is defeated, though, you will shuffle all your hands into your library and draw a fresh 7. So I'm trying to keep it even. I don't want to have you guys build, and all of a sudden not know that something has been destroyed. That's why we're doing this kind of semi-rule zero conversation. So,
Sweet.
Are y'all ready to enter the SKALOSSEUM?
Let's send
LFG,
it.
baby.
All right, let's do it. So, here we go. The party. Let's see. Who did I set up for you? Here we go. Okay. So, the group of 4 enter the SKALOSSEUM. Gate closes behind you. A bunch of goblins, ratty-looking goblins, going running. They lock the thing up, and in front of you is kind of like a sewer grate that was kind of like put up on the wall, to, almost as if it's going to open like a door, right? Kind of weird looking, right? You have no idea what the hell's going on. So gate opens up. You're standing at the ready, and who do you see but the middle-aged hybrid martial arts amphibians? I'm going to bring that up on board, and we will show you who they are. So we have the middle-aged martial arts amphibians. Yeah, so this is going to be boss number 1, the middle-aged hybrid martial arts amphibians. So whenever you are ready, we will start. I will let you know you will have 3 turns to set up before anything happens on the boss monster's field. And I'll let you know the rest once things happen. They start at 50 life.
Oh wow.
Okay, so
Action Academy, guys.
I will allow the 4 of you to figure out who wants to go first, and then it will go in. It'll go clockwise.
So do we know if they have any protection or anything, or is that something we find out as we fight?
That's gonna be kind of like the D&D aspect.
Okay, great.
So, but again, this is the first boss. It's not gonna be too crazy. All right. So, why don't you go ahead, figure out who wants to go first, and we'll go from there. We'll go clockwise from there.
I'm okay if we go in turn order as it is on
Okay.
screen.
Yeah,
What do you
that's
guys think?
honestly too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Especially if Ben's in like the middle to next to last because blue and counter spells.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to do like maybe Russ, MJ, Ron, and then Ben, having him last. We can go counterclockwise too. That's fine.
I was thinking no, MJ, me,
MJ.
Okay,
Russ,
perfect. MJ,
Ben.
Russ. All right, perfect. Awesome. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Great.
We'll
Then
go in regular
MJ,
turn order.
You can light it
All
up. You
right.
got 3 turns before the middle-aged hybrid martial arts amphibians come into play.
Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna draw for turn. The hell does this do? Oh, okay. I'm gonna play an island. I'm gonna say hi to the audience, and I will.
All right,
All
Russ.
right.
Yeah, I think you're up.
All right, draw. Well, I can't help but play this. I'll play a Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx, and pass.
So everybody knows there. MJ has a revive, Ron has a revive, and then each of the other players, Russ and Ben, have 20 HP potions. These are class or character specific, commander specific items that they get to start the game with. Before I start the final boss's first turn, I will explain when you can cast those. I forgot to mention that before.
Got it.
Sure thing. Draw for turn. I will play an island. I will tap that island by hitting the T button on my keyboard. I'm figuring stuff out. And I will cast Wizard class, giving me no
Nice.
maximum hand size. And that will be my turn.
That's kind of nice to get out early.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
Okay.
so too.
I will draw. I'll play a plains. And play a soul ring.
These
And
are pretty good
pass
turn
the
ones.
turn.
All right. This is
I mean,
good.
I think this is the one time we can't complain about someone having a turn 1 soul ring.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yes, turn
When we're,
one.
Okay.
we're all working
Next,
together.
next turn, let's see. Read the card.
Lord
Yeah, like-
Kaiju, thank you for the follow. We are playing,
Okay.
Hey, okay, what's going on, buddy?
we are playing some wild stuff. This is not your average EDH. We are doing cooperative EDH. Wegbert, thank you for the follow as well. Enjoy the craziness. We just started, so any questions, give an ask, and I'll be happy to answer. Guy,
All
I
right, I'm
apologize for
gonna.
interrupting.
And no worries. I'm going to play a mountain, and instead of playing this at the optimal time during a regular game, I will tap 2, and I am going to play this Words of Wisdom. So I get to draw 2 cards, and each other player draws a card.
Nice.
I'm drawing.
That sounds good.
Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have one too many cards. I will go to discard. Let's see what I want to get rid of. I'll get rid of these Pyromancer's goggles.
Okay.
And then I'll ship the turn.
All right. Gonna draw. Oh boy. Got a mountain. Gonna tap 2. Play a fire diamond. Comes in tapped. Just tap it for 1 red. No big deal. And then pass.
Okay.
Okay. Draw for turn. Oop. Tap this guy. That second one, what do we got? It's 3 mana. Okay. I will tap my islands, and I will cast a Arcane Signet.
Nice.
And let's see, that will be it.
Okay, these decks are playing out how I hoped. This is good so far, guys. All right.
Okay.
There's plenty of time for things to go south.
Of course.
I'll play a plains.
Yo, Sean, I know you're here for the boss monsters.
I'll cast my commander. Zinc, Paladin, and Broken. And I will pass the turn.
Oh boy, Commandy on the field.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
Okay, I'm going to play an island. Would it... Okay, question mark here.
Mhm.
I have a mana rock in my hand that I can cast here to help everybody. So I have a Spectral Searchlight in hand right now.
Nice.
And I could cast that, or I could cast Edgin right now, which would allow me to foretell my high CMC cards, which I do have in my hand, and pitch them out later.
I'm kind of in favor of the Edgin, honestly,
Yeah.
because if you can get some higher CMC stuff out early, then that's only going to help.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I have some really good stuff. I won't tell you right now.
I mean,
but...
you guys can share information with each other. You are working together.
Fair enough. So I'm just going to show folks, I have this Rite of the Raging Storm here, which gives everybody a 5/1 elementals with haste and trample.
Yeah.
So that one's sitting in my hand. I also have this Tempt with Vengeance, which give it another turn or two, and we can all get a bunch of elementals.
Yeah. We only have one more. This is our last turn, though, before
Yeah.
we fight.
Well,
Mhm.
but just if people wanted to save mana in like a turn or two, I can
Yeah.
easily drop this down. Everyone could get a whole shit ton of tokens.
And you know the great thing about that is my deck, elemental based.
Exactly. So that's in
Dang.
there.
It's almost
just
like
trying
I
to
did
keep
it on purpose.
And I also have this Reigns of Power here, which I actually do play in regular EDH. So untap all creatures you control, and all creatures target opponent controls. You and that opponent each gain control of all creatures the other controls until end of turn. They gain haste until end of turn. So I'm sitting on some real gas here, just no real ramp at the moment. So that's what I've got sitting in my hand. I will pass the turn.
All right.
Here we go.
All right, next turn.
As soon as Ron's done, here they come.
You know what? I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
We're not doing ghosts today. We're doing martial arts amphibians.
I'm mixing my metaphors.
And if anybody can tell me where the picture is that is up on Twitch right now, if anybody can tell me what that's from, you
I'm assuming
you
porn.
win a fake prize.
That was my assumption, also.
A what?
Yeah, it's got to be like some sort of weird porn.
It's totally a porn. Yeah, it's totally a porn parody.
All right, I'm gonna play a Sunfire Shaman. It's a 2/1, but for 1 in a red, if it tap it deals X damage to target creature or player, and X damage to itself, where X is the number of elementals in my graveyard. So this can get fun. And then I'm going to go ahead and pass my turn.
Okay. Draw a card. What are you? Okay. I will untap my stuff. I will put out another land. I will cast Simon.
Who's got Garfunkel?
And then I will cast Campfire.
There you
Which
go.
will give me some life gain. Which is interesting.
Gain 2 life,
Yeah.
but more importantly, put all commanders you own from the command zone and from your graveyard into your hand, then shuffle your graveyard into your library.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of fun.
Important.
Alright, that's my turn.
All right. Let's see what we can do here. We can play a plains. Yeah. I'll float a colorless, add a white. I'll play SRAM, Senior Edificer.
Okay. Okay.
I'm a
right.
colorless floating. I'll add a white to that colorless to play Felidar Umbra
Mm-hmm.
onto Zinc.
Okay.
Enchanted creature has lifelink. And it has totem armor.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll draw a card from SRAM since that was an aura on
Okay.
cast.
Nice.
I'm all out of gas.
Okay. MJ, before your turn. So, as you guys were setting up, you realized you have no idea where the fuck these martial arts amphibian went. They're gone. Like, you don't see them anywhere. They're nowhere to be found. But you look down and you see a sewer cover, which seems really strange, right? And all of a sudden, the thing kicks open, the lid's flying through the air, and this triggers the middle-aged hybrid martial arts amphibian's legendary ability, Cowafunga, where all 4 of the middle-aged martial arts amphibians come onto the battlefield. We have Dolly, represented here as a Kappa Cannoneer. We have Banksy as a Vinatra Snapper. We have Ito as the Kappa Tech Wrecker. And we have Warhole, which is Archalos Lagoon Mystic.
Mm-hmm.
And then it really, really wouldn't be complete, right? Without someone's missing. Right. We also have Master Sliver. So,
Yeah.
okay. So, little bit about this. So, every member of the middle-aged hybrid martial arts amphibians are considered a turtle ninja. Surprise, surprise. When they enter the battlefield, they will bring with them. Now, these are going to be cast. Their signature weapons. So, we're going to have Master Sliver is going to have the Manriki Gusari, which is equipped creature gets +1/+2 and has tap destroy target equipment. It is not equipped yet, but they did bring them onto the battlefield. Okay, and then we have let's see, Warhole gets the Staff of Titania. Ito gets 2 Ancestral Katanas. Banksy will get 2 Sai of the Shinobi. And Dolly will get Oathkeeper. Now again, these are just on the battlefield. They are not for the players to see at home. Okay, so we have these 4 creatures. We have their weapons kind of at the ready next to them. I will explain to you anything that you want in just 1 second, because I know this is going to get a little confusing. Okay, so we have, I'm trying to make sure everybody can see what I got on the battlefield as well. Okay, so you have the 4 turtles and their master. Their weapons came into play. Their weapons are all on cast. So, does anybody have any sort of responses to cast triggers of any of these artifacts?
Fortunately, I'm tapped out.
Yeah, I do not.
Okay, so they will all enter. They are not equipped. Okay, they're just there at the moment. So, yeah. We now have a board state. Arkelos is, or we have Warhol's a 2/4, Ito's a 1/3, Banksy's a 2/2, and Dolly's a 4/4, and then we have Sensei Sliver is a 2/2, giving all of the other members +1/+1. So they are on the battlefield. MJ, go ahead and take your turn.
Okay. I'm sufficiently scared. Real question though: are they eating hot dogs?
Right now, they're not eating. They're not eating anything.
Because they can't eat the thing that they're supposed to be. Because clearly, this is not them. So, just feel like, what else are you going to be eating? Okay, so out of all the cool
calzones.
Oh yeah, there you go, calzones. Let's see. So out of all the really cool stuff I was talking about, should I foretell something or should I dump out that searchlight right now? Or should I? Okay, because I can't tempt people with vengeance right now because everyone's tapped out.
What does the searchlight do again?
Tap to choose a player. A player adds 1 mana of any color they choose. Trying to see. Let's see. I can foretell. I could maybe foretell this Rite of the Raging Storm right now, which I can't cast at this turn, but I can cast it next turn.
Well, I like that one.
Okay, so we on board with this right now.
Yeah, the 5/1.
Okay. I'm gonna foretell this card. I'm gonna do that. Let's see. Find the foretell token. There we go. So I'm foretelling this card currently. I'm gonna put Rite of the Raging Storm underneath it.
Okay.
So yes, so I have a foretell card. Might as well foretell another card because I do have. I'm going to foretell this Reigns of Power as well.
Okay. Reigns of
And
Power
token.
is also foretold.
So in theory, no one else knows what this is, but that's what it is.
I mean, there isn't much personal control of these boss monsters. They all follow sets of rules. So yeah, it's all good.
It's just the funny thing is like foretell is supposed to be hiding the card
Right.
under a mystery, yet I'm totally telling y'all what I'm playing. So this feels so weird. I'm gonna pass the turn.
All right. Oh wow. Oh, there we go. My audio just went nuts on me.
Oh, okay, that's you.
Hang on, let me mute for a second.
Okay.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh yeah, it's gone. It's gone now. We're good.
All right, cool. All right, so next turn. Well, this isn't great. At 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's bad.
Yeah, I noticed.
Nope, that won't work. All right, so
We're back. We're good.
all right,
Actually,
so
Nathan. Yeah, MJ, we can see all that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I was in a different
I
tab
was like,
there.
oh, Nathan's here.
Yeah. No, sorry about that.
So you get your, of course, you get your 5/1.
All right, I'm just going to pass. Sorry, that took me entirely too long to figure out
That's
that I couldn't do
okay.
anything.
Listen, we're playing a new format right now. You can
Oh,
you
did
can
we
take the
not?
time to think.
Did we not cast the Rite of the Raging Storm? No.
No, it is currently foretold, but again, if we want to, I do have the Attempt of Vengeance in hand. If you don't want to cast anything, I can just cast that next turn, and we can create a shit ton of elemental tokens.
Let's see if we make it.
So that is currently on the table if we would like to do that as well. Otherwise, I will probably cast Raid of the Raging Storm, and then we can all have elementals.
Yeah, just let me know if anybody needs a little bit of a re-up on the information on the boss monsters battlefield.
Question there, John. Would if I played Tempted Vengeance, would the boss monsters also receive the same number of tokens? I would assume so, but
What does the card read?
so I gotta pull it up again here. Okay, so Tempted Vengeance. Tempting offer. Put X/1/1 red elemental creature tokens with haste onto the battlefield. Cost X in red. Each opponent may put X/1/1 red elemental creature tokens with haste onto the battlefield. For each player who does put X/1/1 red elemental creature tokens with haste onto the battlefield.
Yeah, I put that in as a symmetrical group effect, so no, the boss monster will not get that effect.
Okay. And then I also have another one where it just talks about choosing an opponent. Would that be someone else in the party?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Awesome.
I think is it Ben? Did Ben go?
Yep, Benton's turn.
I gotcha. Okay, cool.
Am I go now? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No, I haven't gone. All right. This gives me 5 mana, which I will cast a Wandering Ascetic. Okay, I'm sorry.
I see you, Jacob. Thank you very, very much for coming by and following. We're in the middle of the very first SKALOSSEUM boss monster battle. The party members have entered and are now facing off against the middle-aged hybrid martial arts amphibians. I'm pretty sure you probably know what kind of dollar store version this is, but that's who they're going up against right now.
Oh, Wandering Archaic. Perfect.
Wandering Archaic is a pretty good one.
So, does that go off just from the boss monsters then?
No, that goes off of the
It
party
says
members.
opponent.
If I play the Tempt, I will not pay.
Mm-hmm.
So we can copy that spell.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Good. Fantastic. All right, your go, Ron.
All right, let's untap of control. We'll play this Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx. I'm gonna pay 2 for a Darksteel mutation.
Nice. Okay.
Can I enchant one of the bosses?
Of course, yes, you can. So we have Arkelos, Warhol, which is Arkelos as a 2/4. We have Ito, which is the Kappa Tech Wrecker, who's a 1/3, and when it enters the battlefield, it actually has a death touch counter on it.
Okay.
Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may remove the death touch counter from it. When you do, exile target artifact or enchantment that player controls. Arkelos is, if it's tapped, things come in tapped. If it's untapped, things come in untapped. The Vinatra Snapper is a 2/2 and says can't be the target of spells or abilities as long as you control no untapped lands. So it's not going to be that one. And then there is Dolly, who is Kappa Cannoneer. That has Ward 4 and is a 4/4, and whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, you put a 1/1 counter on Kappa Cannoneer, and it can't be blocked this turn. So, yeah.
And then there's the
And
thing
then
that's giving them
there
+1.
is Sensei Sliver, who gives all of them +1/+1.
Okay. So who do we care about most getting bugged?
Well, can you pay the Ward 4?
Yeah.
Yes.
And we get the Kappa Cannoneer out
Yeah,
of the way.
that seems like a good idea.
Okay. So I'll enchant Kappa Cannoneer.
Okay.
I'll tap Nykthos for 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. For 4 white to pay the ward 4.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have 1 mana. Oh, I get to draw off a SRAM since that was an aura. Okay, so this is funny.
It is now a bug.
I now have a Swords to Plowshares in hand.
Sick. Okay.
Good information to have.
So do we want to save that for when they attack, or?
Yeah, or a possible surprise later.
Yeah. I'll hold on to it.
Okay, you're gonna hold on to it. Do you want to attack? There is a Death Toucher.
Ooh, there is a Death Toucher.
Yes, there is a Death Toucher.
Oh, this has double strike. How big's the Death Toucher?
A 1/3 currently.
Ooh, okay. I don't think I want to attack. No, I don't want to attack.
Okay. All right. Well, are you passing the turn?
Passing my turn.
Okay. So let me just bring this up. All right. It is now the boss monster's turn. So, at the beginning of their second upkeep. Now, this is not going to apply to Dolly because Dolly is no longer who he once was. So it's not going to trigger for this one. But we are going to have Staff of Titania equipped to Arkelos. We're going to have the 2 Ancestral Katanas equipped to Kappa Tech Wrecker. We're going to have the 2 Sai of the Shinobi put onto Banksy, who is the Venatra Snapper, and the Mankiri Gusari will get equipped to Sensei Sliver. So now they all have their weapons, but Dolly, because Dolly is no longer Dolly, it's just an indestructible insect on the ground. So, the middle-aged hybrid martial arts amphibians would like to go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Any responses to that?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I am going to roll some dice real quick to see where these guys go. So we go. Okay, so Ben, you are getting the you're getting Banksy coming at you. Banksy has 2 Sai of the Shinobi, so that's 2/2. That is a 4/4 coming at you. That is that cannot be the target of spells or abilities. I will roll this one. 2.
I'll be right back. I gotta let my dogs out.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so. And then Russ is getting Ito, the Kappa Tech Wrecker, who is the Death Toucher. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a 5 with Death Touch.
Okay.
And then we'll see. Warhol is going at Ron. So, I keep saying Arkelos. Warhol is 2/4, and then the Staff of Titania says equipped creature gets XX, where X is the number of forests you control. It's actually forests on the battlefield, but none of you are playing green, so it does absolutely nothing. However, when it attacks, it will make a 1/1 green forest dryad land creature token. So, it is going to attack you, Ron.
So it becomes a 3/5?
Yeah, so exactly. The token
Forget the 1/1 from the sliver.
and it is now a 3/5. So,
Oh,
Russ,
it's a
you have a 5/5
okay.
Death Toucher coming at you.
Oh, I'm gonna block that bad boy.
Okay. It is blocked. And what about the rest?
No blocks from me.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's actually more than that because of the
Yeah.
So it's
It's a
4/6, and the other one's a 6/6, but you blocked it, so that's fine.
So 4/6.
And then Ben, it's actually a 5/5. Okay.
Kills my commander. I won't block.
You won't block. Okay. All right, take 4. And that will be the turn for the middle-aged hybrid martial arts amphibians. MJ, go right ahead. You are up.
Okay. Going to turn.
I need to go let Sophia in. BRB.
Yeah, do your thing. Hey, Nate, what's going on, man?
Island.
See you out
there. Nate, I wanted to say hi. Sorry I didn't say anything for a minute there, but wanted to wait till my turn. How's it going? Let's see. Gotta check the board here. Bleh. Actually, this is perfect.
Taco Tony, what's going on? Thank you for coming and hanging out. We're playing some weird, wild stuff.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna go on a little power trip here.
Do it. Do it.
Gonna
Do
tap
it.
2, and I am not actually gonna foretell something. I'm gonna play Dockside Extortionist.
Nice.
That is a card I put in that deck. Yeah, Dockside is real good right now. I will give you a count. It is...
I think it's 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I have 2 in play.
So I'm gonna put 7 counters on this 1 token, so I don't have to.
Uh-huh.
I don't have to. There we go. Okay, now I'm actually able to cast all the crap in my hand.
See? There's a reason I put that broken card in your deck.
Okay. So, should I play the Rite of the Raging Storm right now, or should I just do a gigantic Tempt with Vengeance and then we can copy
everybody
it?
to keep in mind, Arkalos is tapped, therefore everything you put in comes in tapped, even the treasures.
But
including the treasure tokens, so you can't spend them this turn.
That is fair, but I can still actually.
And the Dockside is also tapped. But...
Yeah, that's fair. But I can still play the.
No, it's not fair.
Okay, actually, no, I can't. Can I play Red of the Raging Storm? I don't think I can. No, I don't have an extra red. Well, that sucks. Okay.
Also remember, there is a Wandering Archaic on the field, so basically every time you cast something, you're getting 2 out of it.
Yeah, problem is that without if I had these untapped treasure tokens, I could have just pummeled or punched a whole bunch of mana right into that Tempt card, and then we could have copied it.
Oh, yeah.
But unfortunately, with those being tapped, I'm kind of stuck here. So what I'm going to do is I don't have...
So it sounds like the amphibians might be in for some trouble next turn.
So the question for y'all is, should I keep the Reigns of Power available for this turn? Should I keep mana up for it? Or should I just go on with my turn? And my other question is, how would Foretell work with Tempt with Vengeance, since it's an X spell?
Well, it reduces the cost. Or what else are you worried about?
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing that if you go to cast it, you would still put whatever into the X, except whatever the reduction you get from that, it gets put into the X.
Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna tap 3. I'm gonna play out my Spectral Searchlight.
Hey, Amara.
Let's see, this comes in tap too,
It
correct?
sure does.
Okay, but now I have plenty of mana.
All permanents come in tapped.
Okay, all permanents, gotcha. Yeah, so now I have plenty of mana for next turn to dump into whatever we need.
Amara, you are just in time. We just got started. They are going up against the middle-aged hybrid martial arts amphibians that you can see on screen right now. And thank you so much for the Prime sub. I love you to pieces. Yeah, we're going crazy.
Okay. Just for full disclosure here, I also have this intellectual offering in hand, so I can choose an opponent, myself and that team member each draw 3 cards, and then I can choose a team member, untap all non-land permanents you control and all non-land permanents they control.
Dang.
So that is currently in hand, as is this Blink Moth Urn, which beginning of each player's pre-combat main, if Blink Moth Urn is untapped, that player adds 1 to his or her mana pool for each artifact he or she controls. So those are also in my hand here. If we just let me know if having that intellectual offering would be helpful for you if you're running a lot of non-land permanent stuff. So it's just there. I will pass the turn.
That's
All right.
potential for a lot of additional mana.
Oh yeah, there's some good stuff in this hand. That dockside came at the perfect time. So yeah, for things.
Yeah.
I seem to keep drawing lands.
Where did I go?
Actually, that comes intact.
Yes.
So
So
Pass
what
my
did I miss while I stepped away?
Really not much. I think. Well, MJ cast a dockside. Were you here for that?
I was not.
Arkalos is tapped, so all permanents are coming in tapped right now.
That's beautiful.
And Ben got exiled. There he is.
Yeah, I was on the wrong. I was on a different screen
good,
for
we're
too
good,
much,
we're
and
good.
they kicked me out.
And let's see. Yeah, Russ didn't know that all I did was put in 99 lands in the commander. I'm just kidding.
I got
yeah.
99 lands and a commander ain't
Yeah,
one.
exactly. But yeah, Ben, you're up. Go for it. Just remember, all permanents
All right.
come in tapped.
So do we want to get rid of the Arcalos now, or
That would be preferable.
It might be a good idea.
okay? Because I have that Swords to Plowshare in hand.
We should have done that when he cast his dockside.
I was not here for the dockside cast.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, you guys are doing really good, so I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Okay.
So do we still want to get rid of the Arcalos, or
Well, okay, think about it this way: is if I play the Rite of the Raging Storm, where we each get an elemental token with Trample and Haste, those things will come untapped. If I
Yes.
play Tempt of Vengeance and we get a whole shit ton of elemental tokens, they will come untapped.
so I need to get rid of Arcalos?
Yeah, give the amphibians 3 life.
Yeah, I'll pop Arcalos with Swords of Plowshare.
Okay, so so let me bring this up real fast. Okay, Arcalos is gonna get popped with a Swords to Plowshares, which is gonna trigger its trigger the ability of each member of the martial or of the middle-aged hybrid martial arts amphibians legendary ability, What the Shell. Now, What the Shell is, when it gets removed from play, it tucks into its shell and will remain there for 1 turn, then re-enter the battlefield.
Ooh, okay.
So now that you have triggered the ability of each of the turtle ninjas, you now know that they all have this ability.
Okay.
Okay, back to me. And for turn.
That's all right.
Are you for real?
All he needs is like a generous gift or something like that.
And what is it? The swords is how much life? The toughness?
Life equal to its power.
Okay, cool. Okay.
And we'll cast a Commander Sphere.
At least
And
things
then I
don't
will
come in
use
on tap or
3
tap.
more mana to cast a Archmage Ascension. If I get to start drawing cards, I'll get to.
Seen one.
Ooh, that's interesting. It's gonna be weird, but it's interesting.
That's the one where if you have enough counters on it, you start
My
just
draws
tutoring, right?
turn into tutors, yeah.
That's awesome.
And that will be. Let's see, I've got 1 more mana. I will use that mana to Oh, hold on to it for now.
Well, hold on. Before you swords something, and the Wandering Archaic triggers.
Oh yeah,
Do you
Wandering
wanna-
Archaic
do you
is
wanna-
like,
Oh,
do you want to
shoot.
do
gets
another
to go off on that.
I will not pay for Wandering Archaic.
Well, I mean,
Let's,
there's the Silver Fur, the Master Sliver, or we got Ito, which is the one with Death Touch, and the 2 katanas.
Yeah, I would like to get rid of the Death Touch one.
Okay, Ito triggers What the Shell, and whoop, tucks
What the
in.
hell?
What the shell?
What the hell?
All right, and I gain 5, or it gains 5 from that. I just want to let all of you know that you don't want to keep giving the boss monster life. You want to bring it down.
We're trying.
Are they all tapped? Did they all attack?
They did. They did, except for Master Sliver.
And how big is he?
And the 0/1 indestructible bug.
Oh, that's right. They have a blocker.
Mhm.
Okay. That'll be my turn then.
All right. These turtles and half shell gotta go. So let's untap, upkeep, and draw.
I hope
Jeez.
I hope you guys are having fun.
This is certainly different.
Play up planes.
That doesn't make me feel super confident, MJ.
This can sit over here.
Yeah, right. Nate's like, be nice. They're my kin.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll play this beautiful Entangler. Enchanted creature may block any number of creatures. I'll play that onto Zinc.
Okay.
That's an aura.
Mhm.
I believe it would have been eroded to. So I'll draw from SRAM.
Mhm.
That's not what I wanted. Okay. I'll tap Nykthos for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 white. Okay, so I have 7 white. I'll use 3 of that, going to 4 for a commander sphere.
Mhm.
I'll tap commander sphere to add a white to my mana pool, so I'll be at 5. I'm going to sacrifice commander sphere to draw a card.
Mhm.
Jeez. I'll use 2 of that mana, go into 3 for an arcane signet.
Okay.
all the mana rocks. Okay, I'll go to combat.
Okay.
I'll swing Zinc at the bosses.
Mm-hmm.
So Zinc will, whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gets +1/+1 until the end of turn for each instance of Exalted among permanents I control.
Mhm.
I have 2 auras attached to that, so he'll get +2/+2.
Mm-hmm. Is there any sort of evasion? There is a 0/1 indestructible blocker.
Yeah, he just has double strike is all.
Okay. So that will prevent that from going through.
Yeah. So Exalted is it's a keyword I'm fully unfamiliar with.
It has to attack
untap it?
alone, and if it attacks alone, the exalted things on it will give it +1/+1
Okay.
each.
Okay, well I tried. I will pass the turn.
Okay, so it is the amphibious turn. So we're gonna untap everything. So these will now get a 1 counter on them. So their next upkeep, they will drop back into play. So as of right now, let's see. Is there any equipment? Okay, so I'm just gonna go to combat. Reroll.
Welcome to my face.
It is coming to your face. As a matter of fact. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5/5. That can't be the target of spells or abilities. We have a Banksy coming at you.
I think your street art is overrated, Banksy. As I take 5.
Okay. So before I pass, I wanted to let y'all know that the HP potion that refills 20 life, it cannot bring you over your starting life total and can be used either on your turn, at sorcery speed, or between boss monster battles. Okay? And then Revive will bring a party member back to life. You can use this at sorcery speed only immediately after your untap, upkeep, and draw, and can be the only thing you do that turn. You'll have to untap, upkeep, draw, play it, and then pass your turn.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay, so I will pass the turn to MJ.
Okay.
Let's see the boss monster get smacked around a little bit.
Untap. I'm going to play this training center return. So, how do we want to do this?
I would say now's the time to do as much as you possibly can.
As nastily and as bloodily as we can.
Yeah,
do I just dump as much mana as I can into this Attempt of Vengeance?
So, do we get tramplers, or is that just a bunch of...
They're just 1/1s with haste.
Okay.
What I can do is I do have the Rite of the Raging Storm as well, which does create a 5/1 creature with trample haste, has to be sacrificed DOT.
I'm okay with the Attempt of Vengeance, because that'll give us enough wide to get
I
around.
can cast both. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Just reminding you, they are at 59 life, so get violent.
Okay. I'm gonna do both if that's okay with everyone.
Yeah, do your thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna tap
Wandering Archaic will double those.
Yes, Wandering Archaic will trigger on Attempt of Vengeance. I will not cast that first. So I will cast Rite of the Raging Storm. The Fortell token will go away.
Oh, I can't wait to see what kind of dumb shit you guys do right now.
that is going to happen. Then how much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 11. Should I just do it?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Do it.
I'm gonna crack all of my treasures. Gonna get rid of these. I'm gonna tap. I'm gonna just go down to. Actually, maybe I'll keep the Spectral Searchlight up just in case someone needs some mana. So I'm gonna do that. So that is not. So yeah, I'm gonna play Tempt of the Vengeance. X equals 9.
Jeez, that's massive.
That will not trigger. Actually, yeah, that'll trigger Edgin as well. So I can go target creature and opponent controls.
Probably.
Yeah.
That 5/5.
You're gonna go the 5/5. You should probably go the Sensei, right? You don't want that big 5/5 coming at one. It's still gonna come at the one of the other three of you.
Who do we want to have attack?
It's just not gonna go at MJ.
What do we think, team?
I'm still stuck on the making 18 elementals.
Well, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I don't know if the old Toidles are going to, the old amphibians are going to make it out of this one. So,
yeah. So
you're putting them through the meat grinder right now. This is great.
So currently, I have the Edgin trigger on the stack before Tempt even goes off.
Okay.
So, who should we goad?
So if we goad.
One of the bosses has to attack, but they can't attack me.
If we go to the small one,
it'll have to attack.
So
But
if we
any one of
go,
us can overwhelm them with token blockers at this point.
yeah, if we go Sensei, we have a good chance at killing it. I would go Sensei.
There is also this 1/1 plant token that's here, the Forest Dryad.
I would go with the Sensei, personally. Because if we kill that, get rid of the +1/+1, makes things a lot easier.
Oh, I agree.
Okay, so you guys want to goad Sensei Sliver?
Yeah, I think that's
Okay, Sensei Sliver is goaded.
that is the will of the council.
Eat a dick, Sensei Sliver.
The will of the party. Eat a
Yep,
big
okay.
fat one.
So now, attempt with vengeance. I will read it again. So put X, so X equals 9, 1/1 red elemental creature tokens with haste onto the battlefield. Each opponent, so each other party member, may put 9 1/1 red elemental creature tokens with haste onto the battlefield. For each player who does, I put an additional X number of elemental creature tokens with haste onto the battlefield. And then I will not pay for Wandering Archaic.
So how many is that per? So you and Ben are going to have more than Ron and Russ, correct?
So yes. So currently, if
I love this.
Without the Wandering Archaic trigger, if everyone takes 9 tokens, I will get 36 1/1 tokens on my battlefield.
Sick.
Then, with Wandering Archaic trigger, I can get up to 9 more. So I can have 45 of these on the battlefield right now.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I'm here for it.
Let's do it. So
LFG, baby.
So yeah, so I assume no one is turning that down. We're all going to create a different number of these elemental tokens.
Yep.
Okay,
So it'll be
They all have
18
haste,
for
don't they?
Ron and
Yes,
Russ.
yes, they all have haste.
Boy.
And don't forget this Rite of the Raging Storm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I don't get the 5/1 elemental, but everyone else
does. Yeah, the amphibians are gonna get turned to soup, real soup.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure everyone else has their elemental tokens. Awesome. I'm gonna, if that's okay, I'm gonna go to combat.
Yeah, go to combat.
By the power invested in me by the power of Chris Pine, I swing the elemental tokens at thy foes.
Okay,
All 45 of them.
How many is that? 45?
All 45 of them. Well, actually, let's just make sure. Yeah, 45.
Okay, so 45. All right, let me flip this and put. Hold on one second.
That just got nutty.
There we go. Okay, so
God,
I will block one with the bug. They're all 1/1s, right?
Yes, they're all
Okay,
1/1s,
so
and I have no way to boost them.
It's just gonna block 2 damage. 3 damage, because the Forest Riot is here. So one of those things, 2 of your elementals will die, and then how much am I taking again?
42 damage.
Amazing. That will bring me down quite a bit.
Huge.
So let's see. We got that's gonna bring me down to
17.
17.
All right. Second main phase. Is there anything else?
That was
I have
gnarly.
I have nothing else to do. Dockside is absolutely nutty in this deck. For more than one reason. I'm gonna revive. I'm gonna pass the turn.
All right.
All right. So I'm gonna just bat clean up.
Russ,
I'm gonna bat clean up here.
Remember what happens after you beat a boss monster. Right now, you may want to not play a land. You will sack half of them before you go to the next one.
Oh, well, in that case, we're just gonna do this.
Keep that in mind.
Yep, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, remember on your
6.
upkeep trigger, you get a 5/1 elemental as well.
Oh, thank you.
That has haste and has to be sacrificed end of turn.
And I don't. The boss monster has 17 life left with 2 blockers. So if you, I mean, you can
Oh,
play
what a
stuff.
shame.
You won't have to play anything. You can just go in and swing for the kill.
Yep, hang on. I'm stupid. Alright, close enough. Alright, so I'm going to pay 6. I'm going to play Helga.
Okay. Good.
Holga has
will
haste.
stay on the and Holga will stay on the battlefield for sure.
Alright. So I don't know why I'm lining everything up, because I'm going to go ahead and this is gross. Watch this. I'm going to tap Helga. I'm going to tap the elemental. I'm going to tap all 18 of these elementals.
Uh-huh.
So that's 18, 19, 20 creatures attacking.
Uh-huh.
Each creature, when Helga attacks, each attacking creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each creature that I control. So each
Jeez.
creature is going to get +20 +0.
I'm gonna throw up.
Well done, everybody. The party has succeeded and have put the middle-aged hybrid martial arts amphibians through the goddamn meat grinder, and they have been defeated. So, Dunzo, you have defeated boss monster number 1. Pat yourselves on the back. Congratulations. That was unbelievable. I hope you guys had a good time doing that. It sure was super fun being over here watching it. Bio, thank you so much. You just popped in at the end of the very first boss monster being defeated by the party. The middle-aged hybrid martial arts amphibians are no more. So, what I would like for the party to do is all commanders that have been played can stay there.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to sacrifice half of your lands rounded down. You get to choose which ones you want to keep.
All right, so
now, hold on one second. Now, in regards to Zenk, you are allowed to also keep 1 enchantment on the battlefield. Simon, you are allowed to choose 1 instant or sorcery from your graveyard. That is after we put the hands back into the library and draw a fresh 7. So before the next boss monster battle, you can choose an instant or sorcery from your graveyard and put it into your hand. Holga, you will choose and keep on the battlefield 1 creature. You get to keep 1 creature that you had on the battlefield with Holga. So if you want to keep that giant rager, keep the big rager.
But it still be sacrificed at end of turn.
yeah, it's set.
Okay, fine.
I'll keep the 1/1 elemental.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And Edgin, you will choose and keep 1 enchantment and 1 artifact, both mana value 3 or less.
Ah, crap. Oh well.
And other than that, all tokens are destroyed. Everything stays in the graveyard. Anything that has been put into exile through Foretell can remain there.
Okay.
It can remain there.
And artifacts go to graveyard as well, right?
Artifacts will go to graveyard.
No, my mana rocks.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
See.
Half of the artifacts rounded down will be put into the graveyard. I apologize.
So what if I only have 1?
Well, rounded down.
Rounded
So that means that you keep it.
Yeah.
So let's see. So you said 1 artifact, 1 enchantment, CMC 3 or less.
Yes. In addition to the other thing where you get to keep half of your artifacts. So you keep half and then
enchantments as well.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. Enchantments as well.
Gotcha.
And all creatures get put into the bin except for Holga.
Except for
but
commanders.
Unfortunately, that thing goes away anyways. Once that is done, you're going to shuffle the cards in your hand back into your library and draw a fresh 7.
Okay.
And then we will go to special loot times.
And goes back to my library.
The what? Your hand goes back into your library. Yes, your hand goes back into your library, and then you draw for 7.
Oh, that's gross. No, I just had oh my god, this is so gross. I can't wait till my turn.
All right, so when you 4 are ready, we can start with MJ. MJ, why don't you go ahead and I believe on the side of spell table, there is roll a die. So go ahead and roll a d10.
Okay, D10. Gotta find the dice here. I always forget where it is.
Right under the cogwheel.
I'm really stupid, so
Everything's
Jesus.
fine. Everything's good. We're great.
Oh, gravy.
this happens to me a lot of my job is like, click the button. What button? What button?
Also,
there we go.
through Moxfield, there is also a dice roll.
Let's see, I'm trying. There's no 10-sided die on here. So I'll roll a 12-sided die.
Sure. Yeah, if 11 or 12, re-roll.
I rolled a 3.
Okay. So we have this kind of grimy looking goblin with a sack over his shoulder comes out and goes up to you, goes, "Hey friend, why don't you put your hand in this bag and pull something out? I don't know what the hell it's gonna be, but you do it and you get something, you keep it. Is that good with you? Can you do that?" So you go ahead.
I don't know. The last time I did that, it was a penis.
Well, this time you reach your hand in, you go ahead and you pull out a canteen of God's own electric piss. This will gain you 2 life at the beginning of your upkeep and untap a permanent you control. This is a static ability that cannot be interacted with. So, at the beginning of your upkeep, you gain 2 life and you untap a permanent you control.
Okay.
I'm sorry, untap a permanent you don't control. So during your upkeep, you get 2 life, and then you can untap one of your party members' things.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay. Russ, why don't you go ahead and roll yourself a d10 and see what the goblin gives you. Or a d12 and ignore 11 and 12.
Roll a 5.
Okay, 5. Goblin looks at you and says, "All right, friend, go ahead. It's your turn. I know you're worried about wieners and stuff, but I don't think there's any in here." So you go ahead, you put your hand in, and you pull out a bag of goopy cookies. The bag of goopy cookies has 2 cookies in it that can be used at 2 separate times. And what happens when you consume a cookie, it triggers its goopin' time and will create 10 ginger brutes that are tapped and attacking target opponent.
Dang.
So,
How many ginger brutes?
10.
10.
Okay, Ben, why don't you go ahead and roll a die so you can put your hand in the mystery sack?
Okay, what am I
Doesn't sound better when you say it like that.
9 10. I got a 4.
Okay. All right, friend. So, I don't know what the hell this is, but I guess it's something. Really good for you, actually, Ben. You pulled an intruder alarm. So, intruder alarm is the card intruder alarm. So you get to put that off to the side, and it will be it's kind of like companion. It sits outside of the game, and you can cast it whenever you want.
Gotcha.
All right, Ron, your turn. Put your hand in my sack.
All right, I'll put it in. I rolled a 10.
Ooh, okay. So
I'll be right back. Somebody just rang my doorbell. My dog's
Yeah,
going
go
nuts
do
up
your
in
thing.
effect.
Ron, you pulled out the scroll of peace in the fuck out. Scroll of peace in the fuck out, when played, and it can be played at instant speed, only has a one-time use. You will phase the entire party out and be brought back at the beginning of the party member. Like after the boss monster does their thing and can't do much, it just starts up again, and you're the entire party is saved for a turn. You got a scroll of peacing the fuck out.
Setups deliver.
I'm very gassy.
All right. Well, now that each of you have all of your brand new loot. So, Russ, Ron pulled a scroll of peace in the fuck out, which at instant speed will phase out the entire party.
Oh, nice, like a Teferi's protection for everybody. I dig it.
For the whole party. Yeah. All right. So if y'all are ready and you have your fresh 7, we can move on to boss monster number 2.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
All right. Let me get this set up right quick.
Hey, Amish, thank you. Come up, buddy. Hi, buddy.
So.
Kitty cat tail.
Why isn't this letting me change anything? Okay, let's do this then. Give me one moment. I will get... Alright, so. There we go. Alright, let's see what we got. There we go. Where we got? Sorry, just give me one sec, everybody. Just trying to find the right thing here. Why is it not coming up? Interesting. I apologize, everybody. Just give me one second.
Yeah, all good.
It's all gravy.
Yeah. Huh. Why isn't it doing that? There we go. All right, we're set. Okay, so Boss Monster 1 complete. You are set. You are ready to go. You are worried about the next thing that's going to come out of these giant gates in front of you. And the gates start to open. You guys brace yourselves. Because when you look, you see this kind of hulking, stumbling, stinky abomination. And this boss monster that you will be facing now is called Jeremy, and that's an acronym.
Mine's being my mother-in-law.
And the acronym... now,
Are you speaking class there?
now this isn't coming up. Why isn't this coming up now? Hold on one second. Just trying to... Yeah. It was working so well before. Alright. Bear with me. But why? Why isn't this working? It's okay. These are things that are expected, right? We're going to have some weird technical difficulties until I get things set up better.
Amen.
There.
It never fails.
It never fails. Okay, no, we're good. We're
Hashtag
here.
professional streamer.
And Jeremy stands for stands for jeweled, eternally ravenous elves that are muscle yoked. So you see what looks to be like an abomination of Llanowar standing in front of you, but it's really strange because like all of its eyes are shining these really bright rainbow colors. And now for the people watching and for the people playing, Boss Monster 2 and 3 are characters created with with community members in mind. So this is actually, if anybody knows Jeremy, who goes by Sporefrog on Twitter and other socials, this is in dedication to him. So this is Jeremy. This is what you're going to be going up against. So I will let you know that Jeremy starts with 75 HP.
Okay.
So we're going to set that set up. 75 HP. Okay. And has protection from elves and zombies.
That's cute.
I'll let you know about that, okay? So you will get a little bit more information about this boss monster. It's going to work a little different. This one's actually going to work off of a deck on Moxfield.
Okay.
So I'm just going to let you know that after every 3 damage is dealt to Jeremy, the top card of the library will be flipped and put onto the battlefield.
Ooh.
This is
Okay.
about to get interesting.
That is
Very.
75
That
damage all
is-
at once. Good.
all I'm gonna say.
75 damage in 1 turn. Let's do it.
I mean, the four of you just did some like wild amounts of damage to the amphibians and just like liquefy, like made turtle soup immediately. So you will have 3 setup turns,
3 setup turns. Okay, great.
starting with MJ once again.
Okay, I'm gonna untap all my stuff. I'm going to gain 2 life, which you said I can't go above my starting life total, so that's not relevant. And I will untap, let's see, does anyone have a non-land permanent that they really want untapped right now?
Oh no, I'm good.
I'll untap on my step.
Yeah, so there's no mana rocks, no nothing. Okay.
So I will say that the boss monster won't do anything for 3 turns. Like
So
it's
can we
it's
hit
not
the boss
going,
monster?
like it's not going to be proactive. Like right now, if you have an attack, you can still attack the boss monster.
Okay. Okay, so I drew a card.
It's just
I'm
no
going-
proactive abilities.
Fair
It'll be
enough.
all
I'm
reactive
going to
abilities.
play this Forbidden Orchard
Mhm.
for turn. I'm going to... Actually, I'll also get a token off my Rite of the Raging Storm.
Sick.
So I'll do... Oh, hey, I can even create a Lightning Ranger token. Thank you, Moxfield. It's the reason why you're so amazing.
Mhm.
I'm
Moxfield
going
is-
to tap 5. Let's make this crazy. Who would like a spirit?
Well, every time I attack with something, it doubles like power, so that's kind of
Oh,
nice.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
Russ. Yeah. Oh, it's right. Yeah, you're the attacking deck, so you can have a spirit. And just a 1/1 colorless with no flying, unfortunately. But here we are. I am going to tap 5, and I'm going to play this Curse of Bloodletting, targeting Jeremy.
Okay.
So if Thesaurus would deal damage to an enchant player, it deals double that damage to that player instead.
Oh boy. Okay. Wow. This
Dang.
second one might have quick work. We'll see.
And I'm gonna go to combat if
Mhm.
that's okay with everybody. And I'm going to swing ultimately 16 damage at Jeremy.
Okay. So let's bring this up real quick. Okay. So you were sending 16 damage at Jeremy's disgusting body.
Technically 8, but it will be doubled.
Okay. So but that's fine. There's nothing. Jeremy has nothing on board to do anything about that. So we are going to just. Sorry, there was stuff in Jeremy's hand that we need to take care of. Okay. So I'll be taking 16 damage. So that would be 5 instances of 3 damage. So we're going to take 16. And we are going to go ahead and flip off the top 5 times. So we will get a Reclamation Sage that will target. Let's see.
Oh, not feeling good about that.
That will target the Soul Ring. Then we have next. We have an Elvish Archdruid. We have a Lissalana Huntsmaster. We have a Shaman of the Pack. And we have a Glissa Sunslayer. Okay. So,
Blockers.
let's see. Lissalana Huntsmaster will come in whenever you cast an elf spell. You may create a 1/1 green elf creature token. These aren't cast. These are put directly onto the battlefield. Oh, no, they are cast. Okay. So, these are all cast. Ben, do you have any responses to any of these cast triggers?
All right, let's hear a look. What don't we like, guys? Reclamation
the
Sage?
Rex Sage
or
kind
what?
of did its thing already. Elvish Archdruid, the Huntsmaster, which is a 3/3.
Well, if they're being cast, the Rex Age won't have done its thing just yet.
Yeah,
Right.
it all is-
So you could put the Soul Ring back. Glissa
Archdruid's gonna
Sunslayer.
get +1/+1.
Shaman of the-
Shaman of the Pack.
Hang on, I gotta do some math real quick.
Yeah.
Well, the Sunslayer has Death Touch, so do we like that more than the Rex Age?
But we also want to make sure we blow up the card that gives tokens every time a health spell comes off the top.
Yes.
That's going to get nutty very quickly. We should
Yeah,
probably
that'll
blow
probably
that
also
one.
get nutty.
Yeah.
Because honestly, Glissa will die to any of the Ragers we send at her.
Yes.
So-
Well, Glissa has first strike.
That's first strike as
That's
well.
fair.
So full disclosure, I've got a Jessica's Will and an Attempt with Vengeance. So I was just gonna put like a shit ton of elementals and over Berserk Rush on my turn.
Okay.
Okay. I still think we should blow up the Huntmaster though.
That's probably
Agree.
a
Alright.
good call.
Yeah.
Okay, I can agree with that.
Yeah,
We're gonna-
because everything else we can live with for now.
Mhm,
I think.
mhm, mhm. This is good threat assessment.
Let's see, you don't have that searchlight that could give me an extra mana, do you?
I used it.
Dang it!
Unfortunately,
Because I could have countered 2 of them if that was the case.
I know, but still, it's like I wanted to make sure to get this curse out here so we could start just
All
beating
good.
the tar out of Jeremy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna drop a mana drain, and I
Okay.
will mana drain.
That is a 4 mana creature, so you'll have 4 mana.
4 mana creature.
And also, don't forget, I still have this Reigns of Power sitting here. So if we were to leave all of those creatures alone and they were to be able to attack later, we can just swap our creatures with theirs and then attack. So that's still out here on the battlefield
Okay.
under
Okay.
a Foretell.
Any other effects with the cast?
That's all I've got.
Okay. So Rex Age will come in. It will blow up the Soul Ring. So you also triggered Jeremy's legendary ability, Prideful Eyes. So Prideful Eyes triggers after Jeremy loses 10 life. So I am going to roll a d6, and depending on what I roll, it's going to land on a color of eye. Each of the eyes have a different ability. So I'm going to go ahead and roll real quick.
Oh, the other question was the Shaman of the Pack?
Yes.
Who's getting hit with that?
Shaman of the Pack enters the battlefield. Target opponent loses light boost the number of elves you control. That will be the one with the highest. So you were at 40, so you will
Okay.
lose 4 life.
We'll take four damage.
Yep.
When I get back to Knoxville. Here.
I rolled a rolled the 1. So that's the red eyes of Jeremy. The red eyes of Jeremy will trigger and goad all party members' creatures, and they must attack each other.
Oh no.
So probably not a good idea to put any more onto the battlefield.
Yeah, that's fair.
So all of your creatures right now are goaded and must attack each other. Now, I still can't attack for another 2 full rotations. This is still your first turn. So you're basically, the only things that are really going to happen is if you kind of wallop Jeremy. So as long as you wallop Jeremy really good and make it count, you guys should be okay.
Okay,
So
I have. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say I have a question real
Yes.
quick. With so is it current creatures goaded or current and future creatures goaded?
Just current.
Okay.
So you could still tempt with vengeance. In
Yeah,
theory.
you can still tempt because
But then you'd murder
the goad
everyone
mechanic
else.
only it only affects creatures in play at the moment, correct?
Uh-huh.
Correct.
This isn't like a Carter Doom Scourge situation, right?
Gotcha,
Right.
gotcha. So
Yeah.
you could if you wanted
You
to.
can.
Okay.
You can.
All right. I will pass the turn. My Rager gets sacrificed.
Okay, that was a bunch of damage.
Yep.
All right.
That's what I didn't get the best hand, but I did get that curse. So
Draw for turn.
and create a Rager.
How big's the Rager?
5/1. Trample haste. Same as last time.
Hey,
So
Gunner.
she's-
Sorry, I've been trying to. I feel like I am the dungeon master of
You
ceremonies. I am
should
the
be able to create
the-
it straight out on Mox Field. You just go to
Yeah.
and I appreciate the raid very, very much 6 minutes ago. I'm sorry that I missed that.
Yeah,
I am really
you just go to-
submerged in
Oh,
all
sorry.
of this. No,
Sorry.
no,
Russ.
go ahead.
Yeah. Go create token, and there should be available, or at least
Yeah,
for
you-
me it was.
You can create a lightning rager. You have to do the token search, yeah.
Yeah. It should be available if you just go to create token
Yeah, if you, I think you might have it in your deck as
or
well.
add token. For me, it's like 6th down. Of course, that's because I have the card in the field. So
No, I just. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Lightning
yeah.
Launcher.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, cool.
makes everything easy.
All right.
Moxfield, man, would not be here without you. Not sponsored, but man, do I love you.
Gonna play a land for turn.
Mhm.
How many cards does everybody have in hand?
7.
6.
I currently have 6.
All right, who has 7?
I do. Ron.
Ron? All right, cool. Tap 1. 2.
You can just double click it, and it'll tap.
Yeah.
Play Jessica's Will. Gonna
Okay.
target Ron. I have my commander, so I get to exile the top 3 cards from my library. I may play them this turn.
Mhm.
Nice.
That's a mountain. Force of Rage. And another mountain.
Oh.
Alright, so we are going to. And then I have 7 mana, so I'm going to use 8. Nine to cast Tempt with Vengeance, making 8 1/1 elementals.
Okay.
With haste.
Oh man, I forgot about Holga.
I don't think any of us are going to refuse those tokens. I refuse to take these tokens.
I don't know why it's not letting me just like add regular counters. Oh, it's under set counters. There it is.
There you go.
So let's see. So for X equals 8, you said?
Yep,
Okay.
X equals 8.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so these 3 creatures are goaded. These
Yes.
3 creatures are not.
Right.
Or these 9 creatures are not.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to go to my graveyard. These are in
But
exile for now.
Holga is just attacking, not attacking the specific person, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Alright, they go into exile. And then everybody else, this is also for each player who does. Like, everybody gets 8
8
elementals as well.
You'll get 32.
Oh yeah, Sean, like 100%. Like I'm happy. I'm getting to see these things do what they're supposed to do, and we'll tweak the power level of everything. But like, not for anything. Like, we'll see what happens after Boss Monster 3 appears.
You said I get 32? Is that the correct math?
Yeah, it should be 32,
Yep.
yeah.
Sick.
8 times 4 is 32.
Oh, this is going to be gross. Alright. Keep in mind, none of my shit has trample.
Okay. But
All right.
everything is going to have plus how much plus how much?
And it's going to be plus 32, 33, 34, 35, 36.
Gosh.
But you have to attack one of your party members with Holga and the other ones also getting that big.
You
Yep,
can block now.
but they
Okay,
can block
but
now
they-
because
okay,
they have
good, good, good.
1/1.
I was like, oh god, you're gonna just melt your party.
No, they have after the
No, it's good. Yeah, nothing has trample, right? So you're okay.
right,
Yeah,
nothing
this
has
Holga not
trample.
have
So,
Now it can block.
yep, they
Good-
just block. So
Good
I'm going
good
to
moves.
move to attack.
All right.
I'm going to attack these 3, and I'm going to attack 1 at each. I'm going to attack Holga and MJ, Elemental, one of the elementals at Ron, and the Spirit at Ben.
This
They will-
elemental's getting so fucked up.
Oh man. Okay.
And are you swinging the rest of Jeremy then?
And the rest are coming at Jeremy.
How much is that? Okay, so each I mean, obviously, Jeremy is melted, right? Because there's no possible way. You have 32 tokens that are each plus 30 something. It doesn't.
And then it gets
matter at this
doubled as
point.
well.
And then it gets
And they-
doubled. So yeah, wow, you four made very quick work of Jeremy. The damn zombie elf didn't stand a chance against the party, and just very good draws, I would assume and believe. Well done. So that was crazy.
Question
Yes.
for you, John.
Yes,
Really
yes,
quick.
yes.
Since my curse was on Jeremy, does that
Yes.
go away now?
That is going to
Okay.
go away.
Okay.
Since
Worth it, though.
Since you've melted Jeremy, so does the enchantment.
Totally worth it for that.
Wow, that was impressive, y'all. Like, for real, that was wild. Okay, so same thing goes as before. You will sack half of your lands rounded down, half of your artifacts rounded down. Holga gets to keep a creature. MJ, you get to keep a creature or a artifact and an enchantment 3 CMC or less. Simon,
It sucks when you don't get to play a land.
You're right. That does happen. Thankfully, you will have 4 turns to set up this next coming game. So this next boss monster. Remember, Ben, after you draw your new 7, pull a instant or sorcery from the graveyard and put it back into your hand. And Ron, you get to keep an enchantment on the battlefield. And remember, everybody, keep their commanders on the battlefield as well. And then we will go ahead and go to loot grabs when y'all are ready, because you get another loot grab.
6,
Oh,
7.
do we shuffle our hands back in?
You shuffle your hands back into your library and draw a fresh 7.
What the hell?
Dang, I was really looking forward.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to take everybody's turn by just melting the bad guy.
No,
But it was so
okay.
awesome. I had to do it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
We kind of had to.
absolutely.
So why don't we do this? Since it ended, and again, I'm trying to see how the experience is going and stuff like that. So instead of restarting the turn order with MJ, we're going to continue with Ben. So now at least Ben and Ron have the ability to play lands and kind of keep the ball moving on their end. I think that's
I like that idea.
Yeah, that's a bit of a better balance, so people aren't skipped.
I mean, to
Right?
be fair, we weren't supposed to beat Jeremy that quickly.
I mean, good for you. That was.
I have a question.
wild.
Do
Yeah.
I still get the mana that I was supposed to get at the beginning of my turn from Mana Drain?
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
New boss monster.
Okay, are we ready to go?
All right, so
Yeah.
go ahead and roll, D10, D12, whatever you got, Ben, and I will let you know what you pull.
Okay. There is a D10 in the
Yes.
spell table thing. I rolled a 10.
Okay. Very good. So you go ahead and you pulled out the second scroll of Peacing the Fuck Out, because there's only 2 of these in this bag, and now the party has both. So it's gonna be really hard for the other boss monster to wipe you guys out. So, Ron, please go ahead and stick your hand in my sack again.
My hand in your sack, and I rolled an 8.
Okay, and you really love scrolls, because now you pulled the scroll of You Done Fucked Up Now. And what the scroll of You Done Fucked Up Now does is give all of your creatures +2 attack until end of turn, or gives all party members' creatures +2 attack until end of turn, and then after that combat phase, there is an additional phase. You can use this at instant speed and only have 1 use of it.
Oh, that's going to get ugly.
That did a
Yeah.
lot.
Does anyone have another Tempted Vengeance sitting around? No.
You could
Okay.
if you put your graveyard back in your library.
Oh wait, the graveyard goes back to the library.
No, that's you have.
No.
You have, everybody
Okay.
should have effects that do that.
Okay.
So
Fair
go ahead, MJ. Roll another one.
All right. Let's see. What we got.
I can make
Oh, I
10
rolled-
ginger brutes
I rolled a 10.
at
So
sorcery speed.
roll then.
Yeah, roll again.
Okay. Roll a 12. I rolled a 9.
Okay, well, for number 9, you pulled a Vorpal Sword.
Jeez.
Now, there are special conditions to the Vorpal Sword. The Vorpal Sword is going to be... it's weird. So you're gonna... I think there's a way for you to like actually create a card, not an actual token, and put it into the deck.
Yeah, you can. When you, I think it's. What is it? Yeah, you can move something. You can move tokens into your library.
There you go. So you're going to create a Vorpal Sword token.
then you
If
can
we need
shuffle
any
it.
reminder on what Vorpal Sword does, we can totally do that. It gives +2 attack.
Yeah, so let's
death
see.
touch.
So I'm going to shuffle this into the deck.
So now, when everybody pulls their loot, you don't, since you don't have black, you can give that to another party member or maybe somebody that might have a better use for it, or you can keep it yourself.
I mean, I have no use for it because I'm not really the attacking creatures.
Okay. So
Player.
you want to talk to your party and see who would like?
Okay,
to take it?
party. Who would like to have this crazy busted sword?
So what does it do exactly?
For 1 black to cast, you put it out. It'll 2 black to equip. It will give the equipped creature +2 attack and death touch. And for, I believe it's 7 mana, 3 black and 4, I think it is. I have to double check. It'll give the ability where if you do combat damage to something, it will automatically kill it. Now, let me just double check to ensure that.
Yeah, mono red. Like, there's not much I can do with it.
It's-
but I
it's
can't
8.
Cast it.
Okay, so it's 8.
It's-
So it's 8. It's 8
yeah.
mana. What is it? 3 black and 5.
That's correct.
Okay. To activate the ability of a one-shot kill.
Okay, unfortunately, we don't have anyone,
Yeah,
With
no one's
black.
playing black.
and I'm the only one
everybody
who can actually.
Everybody should have something in their deck to create any color mana.
I
So-
do have my Forbidden Orchard on the battlefield, but that couldn't even allow me to cast it.
Mhm.
So I mean, technically, I could cast it because I do have the Spectral Searchlight,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but I don't know if that's really what we want to do because, frankly, this is really not going to help me too much.
You can also, I mean, if nobody really wants to just put it in the deck because it's really kind of like a dead card, you can just keep it
I
off
might
to the,
just
keep it
do
off to the
that one.
side.
Because honestly, I think the Spectral Searchlight is better used either for me trying to get rush something out here or to give to someone in the party.
For sure.
Mhm.
I think that would honestly, if I just want to know what everyone else thinks, but that's where I'm sitting right now.
I'm on board with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, Russ, go ahead and roll.
So do I just shuffle this into the library then?
Yeah, just go ahead and shuffle that in.
Okay.
Go ahead and put your hand in my sack.
I tickle the sack first before I put my hand in. Just a little.
Behave, darling. What you get?
8.
Wow, you guys are doing. Oh, okay. So, 8 was already picked. Only 1 can happen. So, go roll again.
Four.
Roll again. Only already picked.
Seven.
There we go. My favorite. My favorite of the loot. Go ahead, friend. Put your hand in my sack and pull something out. And you pull out the most legendary of all loots. The saxophone of the two-tone army. It's got 2 reeds. And when the sax is played, you consume a reed and create 5 1/1 black and white spirit creature tokens with flying.
Jeez.
Can only be used on your turn and only once at sorcery speed. The fucking sacks. I was waiting for somebody to pull that. I'm happy about that.
So wait, you're giving me more 1/1 creatures?
Listen, you're the one rolling it and hitting it, so like, yeah, that's just how it goes.
Alright,
Can
so
you
it's
remind me?
how many 1/1s does it make?
5.
5.
Yep.
Can you remind me what the you done fucked up scroll is?
Yeah, of course. So at instant speed, it's got a one-time use. You are going to give your all creatures of all party members +2 attack, and then have another combat after that. And let me
Does it
know.
Does it untap creatures, or is it just?
Yeah. It'll untap everything and have another combat step.
So now how would that stack with something, say, like Karlach, Fury of Avernus?
Did I put that in there? Man, I was stupid. I guess
Yeah, you did.
it would be communicate with your party and say, okay, I got Avernus, we're gonna do that, and then go ahead and cast the other thing, and it'll give you another combat, and you guys can figure
Yeah,
it out.
like conceivably on my turn we can do 3 combats.
Jeez.
Perhaps. Yeah,
That's gross.
we'll see what happens.
All right. I'm here for it. I love it.
Okay,
Like
so
I'm here for doing gross shit. Like
for everybody,
this is all I'm here
for
for.
everybody that is still here with us, I love all of you to pieces. This has been a very wild ride on my end. I hope my party is at least having fun at this point. I know that this might be a little rocky, and I got some bugs and things to tweak and fix. But how are you guys liking the experience? I know Ron, you and Ben are kind of like sitting in the lurch because we did the whole not going back to the first person that went thing, but we're going to make sure that's good next time. Are you guys doing okay? Like, are you having fun?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is neat.
Feedback, like super welcome,
It's good.
and I want to hear it all. Good. Okay, great. So before we go to number 3, we're all going to take a bio break. Is that cool?
Yeah, it's fine.
You want to take 5? Okay.
Yeah, works for me.
Great. So we're going to go ahead and we're all going to take 5 real quick, and then we're going to come back for the final boss battle. So stay tuned. Be back in about 5 minutes. And then you can see these 4 mad lads melt the last boss monster. Or maybe the boss monster melts them. Who knows? I have no idea. This is the first time we're doing it. So stay tuned. Be back in 5.
What lemonade?
Final boss fight. Let's go.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. We are on Boss Monster 3, the final boss monster in the SKALOSSEUM today. These 4 party members absolutely melted 1 and 2, but I have a feeling it's not going to be that fast. But who knows? Because this shit has been wild, and I'm kind of speechless at this point. So let's move to boss monster number 3, and it may be somebody that you recognize because everything's starting to get a little dark, and you feel this presence looming, and all 4 of you look up, and ascending what seems to be from the heavens is a figure, and it's Eliana, the font of misery. Obviously, we all know who Eliana is. Our favorite Defiant Necro.
Hell yeah.
She is here, and she is not very nice. So,
I mean, like, I'm kind of torn now.
you're not going to be that torn. You're going to know exactly what you're going to want to do real soon. So let me go ahead and bring her up. Yeah, so you are going to have, you're going to have 1, 2, 3. You are going to have 4 setup turns, and she will have a turn after each one of you goes. So after one player, after the 4 setup turns, one party member will go, and then Eliana's going to go. So going to be a little harder this time around. I'm just going to bring her up. Where is she? Where'd she go? I know you're in here somewhere. Interesting. Okay, cool. So what we are going to do is we're going to nix these out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We are going to set her life total to 100.
Challenge accepted.
Bring it on.
All right. So, let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and we are going to start with Ben. Ben, you are gonna kick it off. So go ahead. You guys got 1, 2, 3. You guys have 4 setup turns.
All right, drawing for turn.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. I apologize. You have three setup turns. 3.
Okay. So, drawing for turn. I will tap 2 to play a Soul Ring. I will tap the Soul Ring to play a Prismatic Lens. And then, let's see, I will tap these 3 to cast, actually no, not 3. 2 to cast a Mind Stone.
Ramp.
Ramp.
And I'm gonna do that again.
Let's see.
Y'all ready for this?
Okay. That'll be my turn.
All right. Okay, we'll play Plains. So that'll give me 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll activate Nykthos for 4. We'll spend 3 of it for a Starnheim Courser.
Very nice.
So artifact and equipment spells, or enchantment spells, cost 1 less to cast. I'll use one other of... I'll use the 1/2 Enlighten Tutor.
Okay, that's a good move.
And while I'm searching, I will pass, and I'll let you know what I reveal and put on top. Ooh, the library.
Do you not want to attack
To attack?
Eliana while you have the chance?
Oh. Yes. Yeah. I'll send 2/4 double strike with lifelink.
A 2/4 double strike with lifelink.
Well, it gets exalted, so it'll be a 3/5 with double strike and lifelink.
So 6.
So 6, yep.
Okay. Eliana
And then
takes 6.
I'll gain 6 from lifelink. We're allowed to go above our starting life totals if it's lifelink, right?
The only thing that you can't do to go above the starting life total is use the health potion.
Gotcha. And I'll search and pass.
Okay. I will go to upkeep. I will gain 2 life back here off the piss, or the god's piss. My P token.
Of God's own electric piss.
My P token. Let's see. I will. Does anyone have a non-land permanent that they would like to have untapped
Nope, I'm good.
that you can use?
Oh,
Potentially.
no.
Okay. I'll use the soul. The soul ring. You can untap that. Ben.
There you
Or
go.
what it's
Okay.
worth. I will go to my turn. Oh, that would have been nice a couple turns ago. I'm gonna play this island. So the question is, should I ramp now, or should I help ramp the table? I can do one of... Oh, I keep forgetting we have the Ray of the Raging Storm on the battlefield.
Oh, were we supposed to make tokens?
Oh, I guess we forgot, so I will create one.
5/1.
Oh, that would have been helpful.
Okay, so I create one. But yeah, the question still stands. Should I ramp myself, or should I help ramp the table and then not do anything my turn?
How many? So when the Sax does 5 1/1s, do they have haste?
For you talking about the spirits?
Yeah.
They do not.
Okay.
1/1 flyers that are black and white.
All right. So, next question.
Yes.
The bag of Goopy Goop.
The bag of goopy cookies. Yeah.
I can make 10 gingerbrutes.
Yes.
Twice.
Yes.
Gingerbrute has haste.
Yes.
Okay. So that's 20, 21, 22.
Remember, I can give you a spirit as well.
23 with Karlak, so everything attacks. We'd get a second turn. Yeah, I have an idea. I'll wait till my turn, but I have an idea.
Okay.
I think that I think I'm 1 mana away from us doing like 3 turns to like 20. Yeah.
Okay. Do you need an extra mana?
Hang on. I do 1, that'll give me 2. 3. I need 4 in a red. So it would give me 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think I'm 1 red short.
Okay, so I have the Spectral Searchlight, so I'm gonna just hold off on that. I'm gonna tap 3 mana. I'll give you a spirit. There, Russ. I'm gonna play this Mana Cache. So at the end of each player's turn, put a charge counter on for each untapped land that player controls. Remove a charge counter from mana cache to add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool. Any player may play this ability, but only during his or her turn. Or their turn. So, unfortunately, I will not be adding a mana to this, but the idea is it's there if we need it. I will go to combat, and I will swing Edgin and my Rager.
Okay, that is what, 8 damage altogether?
That's 8 damage.
Okay, let's go to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me see. Okay, yeah.
Alright, I will throw this in the bin and end my turn.
All right, I'm still drawing my spirit.
0 counters on the cache, by the way.
All right, cool.
Create a Rager token.
Rager.
That card is putting in work from this deck, honestly.
No kidding.
Oh, this is going to be gross. All right, so I'm going to play land for turn. I'm going to spend both my bags of goopy cookies.
I'm going to respond to your activation and give you a red mana.
All right, so let's see. Okay.
Going to make 20 ginger brutes. You notice I already had the ginger brute token on hand.
So I apologize. You can use one of the cookies per turn. Sorry about that. You can only use one of them.
That's fair.
You can use another one next turn, which is totally fine. But I mean, still, 10 1/1s with haste is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not done yet. All right, so I'm going to spend 1. Get a Sol Ring.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2. Use a red mana for 3, 4, and another red. Play Karlach, Fury of Avernus.
Uh-oh.
Yikes.
All right, Karlach says, whenever you attack, if it's the first combat phase of the turn, untap all attacking creatures. They gain first strike until end of turn.
Yep.
After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. So, let's just go ahead and attack.
Sure.
I'll do my extra combat phase, and then you can throw a "you done fucked up" if we haven't melted this thing.
So do you... Let me read Karlach real quick. So after this phase, there's an additional combat phase. So you don't get... So you just get this combat, an additional combat, and then a second main phase.
Correct.
Okay. So at the end of your next combat, I would have to use the "you done fucked up" to untap.
I believe so.
Okay. Okay.
This is where it gets extra gross.
Okay, so are you declaring attacks yet?
Oh, I absolutely am. All right, so there's 10, 11, 12, 13.
You can double click it to tap it.
Yeah, I know that. I
Or you
just
can hit T on your
It's
keyboard.
just habit at this point.
it really is.
Yeah.
That's fair.
All right, so it's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's 14. It gets plus 14 on each one. So these are 10, 15 ones. This is a 19
Holy
one.
shit.
This is a 14 one. I'm sorry, 15 one. This is a 15 one, and this is a 19-6.
Okay.
So the Ginger Brutes is 150 damage alone. Holy cow.
Okay. So attack is declared, right?
Correct.
Cool. You just triggered the legendary ability of Eliana, Font of Misery. And that is when you attack with 5 or more creatures at a single time, destroy all creatures, and it has split second.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I told you she's not going to be nice. So yeah, it has split second, so you can't respond to it at all. And all creatures are wiped from the battlefield.
Ooh, except for my commander, totem armor.
Yes, totem armor will save you. Lie buried with a vengeance. Well, now you know you can't attack Lily with more than 5 creatures.
Well, really more than 4.
More than 4, so it's 5 or more, correct?
Got it.
That's stinky.
Yeah,
Then-
I mean, listen, you were about to melt Lily. Do you think Lily's going to go down that easily?
I
would
mean,
hope
no,
not.
I'd expect. I would honestly expect nothing less. I am going to crack my
Or,
sacks
I'm
to
sorry,
make
L.
5.
L's not going to go down that easy. L is gonna prevail.
I'm going to crack the sacks
Okay.
to make 5 spirits.
Mm-hmm.
I'll draw it in a minute.
Big boom.
All right, and then in my last act, I'm going to tap 1 colorless to play a campfire.
Okay.
I pay 1 and tap it, I gain 2 life, or I pay 2 and exile camp it. I put all commanders I own from command zone to the graveyard into
Are
my
you
hand.
sure you want to do that? Because otherwise we put a counter on the mana cache. Which is free mana for anyone to use.
So if I don't cast it,
If you don't cast it, I put a counter on mana cache, and then any one of the 4 of us can utilize as many charge counters as are available to add mana to our mana pool.
Oh, let's do that then.
I just wanted to bring that up because I have the Spectral Searchlight, and I can also help everyone else get extra mana if we just don't tap all of our lands.
Okay.
So it's like a fun little way to ramp everybody.
I dig that, and I'm here for it as a
All
teammate.
right. I will
So
add
I'm
a
gonna-
counter to this.
Going to
then.
go ahead and pass my turn.
All right, adding 1 counter to a mana cache. So now Ben, if you would like to, during your turn, you have access to 1 colorless mana.
Sure.
Additional.
Is
And
it whatever color,
it's
or is
color.
it all colorless?
It's colorless. But
Okay.
the fact is, it's still an extra mana if you need 1.
Gotcha.
And if you leave any of your lands untapped in your end step, it will add additional counters. So I think the idea is if you can use your mana rocks first, use those.
Gotcha.
Then we can try to help each other, gain some counters. And if anyone really needs a lot of mana, we have some available in the pool. But currently,
Okay.
there's 1 mana colorless sitting there available for you to use.
Gotcha. Okay, at land for turn.
Thank you so much for coming out, Nate. I hope you were entertained.
See you, Nate.
Bye, Nate.
Bye, Nate. Have a good night.
I
Or
do have to,
afternoon, depending on where in the world you are.
he is a globetrotter.
I have to pay commander tax, right?
Yes. All right, Simon is back.
And then... I will unfortunately be using all of my mana to cast, and then equipping the Robe of the Archmagi to make it so that whenever Simon deals combat damage, I would draw that many cards.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Let's untap a keep draw.
Drowl.
That's
That totem
Oh.
armor was life saving, huh?
Remember, the Ragers hitting the battlefield.
yep.
Ah,
Oh yeah, you had a rager enter.
I have a Rager.
I will allow if you want to go back and just send the 5 at her. You're more than welcome.
Yeah, I'll send the 5
Okay.
at
L will take 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. L is at
Goodbye,
81
Rager.
hit points.
Man, that Ride of the Raging Storm is just super
like
powerful.
sick amounts of value this game. Jesus.
That's 20 free damage every turn cycle. It's crazy.
I'll cast Spirit Loop onto Zinc.
Okay.
Then I'll go to combat.
Enchanted creature deals damage, you gain that much life. Whenever it's put in the graveyard, return it to its understand. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So Zinc is swinging for 2-3 because it has one aura on it. Oh, it's not attacking alone. So 2 with double strike and then 5/1.
So it's getting 4 and then a 5, right?
Yes.
So 9 altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
Oh, gain 4.
Damage will connect, and that will trigger Eliana's legendary ability, Sinner Get Ready. So once Eliana hits 75 hit points or below, non-creature spells party members cast now cost 1 more to cast. And this is a static effect that you cannot interact with.
It's like an emblem.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Sheesh.
all non-creatures cost 1 more.
Okay. I'll pass the turn.
Okay, we add an additional counter to mana cash.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we now have 2. I'm going to go
Now,
to my
MJ,
turn.
even you could use
Yes.
that as well, right?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Yes. It just says any player may play this ability. Okay, so I'm going to go to my turn. I'm going to gain 2 life.
Cyrus, that's gnarly.
And then I'm going to untap. Let's see. Ben, do you have any mana needs at the moment?
No.
Let's see. So it's non-land permanent.
What is?
I can untap with the piss.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a non-land permanent.
Damn it! It's like if I could untap a land.
Let me just double check.
Yeah, land would
Double
be so
checking. Hold on.
A land would be great.
No. It's just a permanent, so you can.
Okay, one of your
something.
islands there, Ben.
There
You
you
can
go.
have an island back, which will guarantee the mana cash going up. Okay.
Well, it has to be your turn, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Never mind.
But do your own island.
You can't. It's you don't control.
Yeah,
Oh,
I would, but I can't.
interesting.
Sharing
Yeah,
is
okay.
caring.
Okay, next turn. What is this?
Oh goodness, Fredo! Thank you so much for the raid. They are in
Fredo!
the middle. They are in the middle of battling boss monster number 3, who is none other than Eliana, Font of Misery. So they're having a little bit of Omega. Thank you so much. Yeah, they're in the middle of the battle. They knocked Eliana down from 100 life to about 73. But now all non-creatures cost 1 less, and that isn't even a sliver of what she has to offer in this game. So we're going to continue and see what happens.
So my hand is utter garbage right now. I honestly have nothing useful in my hand right now. So I think I have no lands to play. I have no lands to play. I can't cast really anything in my hand. So I'm just going to go to combat.
Mhm.
I'm going to swing the Rager.
Okay. Eliana is going to take 5.
Then
Down to
I
67.
guess I'm just going to have to sit here and add 3 counters to the mana cache. This thing will go away, and that will be my turn.
Omega, it's all good. Don't even sweat it. Just sit back, enjoy, watch some Co-op EDH.
Yeah, so we are currently up to 5 counters on mana cache. So again, you can utilize up to 5 colorless mana on your turn. I also have the Spectral Searchlight untapped to give anyone 1 mana of any color. And I also have the Forbidden Orchard here to give someone a spirit.
Sure.
So that's
Right.
what I have right now. And also in hand, I do have a little bit of interaction to help us out. So if that's useful.
All right, cool. I have a Valakut, Molten Pinnacle. Comes in tapped. None of its other abilities trigger because I don't have any. I'm 1 mountain short. But in the meantime, I got 1, 2, 3,
create a
4,
rager.
5, 6.
Yep,
Oh, yes.
make a rager. Don't forget. For everybody that just came in, the party absolutely melted boss monster number 1 and number 2. Like literally turned them to straight up grease stains.
6. I need 6 and 2 reds. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. No, I need 6 and 2 reds. Shit. All right, so I can't do that. Sorry.
Fredo, you're a peach.
All right, so I'm going to pat 2 and a red.
It is.
I'm going to play Thunderkin Awakener.
Thunder.
Enters. Yep. When it attacks, I choose target elemental creature in the graveyard with toughness less than Thunderkin Awakener's toughness. Return card to the battlefield tapped and attacking. Sacrifice it at the beginning and exit step. I still have 1 floating. 9 creature spells cost 2 more, or 1 more, you said,
Yes,
right?
non-creatures cost 1 more.
Alright, I'm going to spend 2. I'm going to pay Faithless Salvaging. I'm going to discard a card, then draw a card.
Okay.
I'm going to discard this Campfire. Drew a card. Move to combat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to attack with 1, 2, but not all 5.
Are you sure? So you're gonna attack with 1, 2, 3. So 8 damage coming at her. Right? You're gonna do 4, correct?
Hang on. Stop it.
They're multiplying. They're everywhere.
All right.
The
So
ragers.
Alright, there's 5. So I'm attacking with 1.
you're attacking me with 2 spirits and then the Thunderkin Awakener and the Rager, correct?
Correct, because that triggers Thunderkin Awakener. Oh, wait, no, it's 5 or less?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Careful.
All
You
right,
can almost
we're
fail to
good.
find.
We're doing good,
Yeah.
Mitch. Like I said, they melted boss 1 and 2, and now they're on Eliana. So we all know Eliana ain't gonna go down easy.
I'll play the Sunflare Shaman comes in tapped and attacking.
Okay.
It's a 2/1.
Okay. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 damage.
Hang on, I think I get to pump this.
Okay.
No, I can't pump it. I don't have enough.
Okay.
So yeah, it does 9 damage.
Wait, do you
Don't have
need
enough
extra
what?
mana?
I could use.
Remember, you have mana cash at 5 right now in the Spectral Searchlight for 1 colorless, or 1 colored mana if you need it. If you're short.
No, it's only going to make a difference of 1.
Okay.
So don't sweat it.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
All right. Okay. Next turn. Oh hell yeah! Hey, how attached is everybody to their hand?
See, we had 1 counter to the mana cap.
I could wheel.
Yeah, I
Proxy,
actually
are
have
you
a
sure this
really-
isn't a Wendy's?
Yeah, my hand's not all that great.
Yeah, I'm okay pitching mine away.
And you don't have to if you don't want to, because this is a wheel and deal. So we'll do tap. This. It's 2, 3, 4. Pull off on those 3, 4, and 5 to pay for the extra. And so wheel and deal. Any number of target opponents each discards their hand and draws 7 cards. Then I get to draw a card.
I'm down.
Oh, Ben, did you want to use any of the mana cash mana for that?
No, I'm using all of my artifact mana for it.
Cool.
And then when that gets cast, I will also activate Simon. And so I'll roll a d20.
So you're drawing 7 then?
Spell table. So yeah, anyone that wants to can discard their hand and draw 7 cards.
I just did. This is much better for me.
Yeah, this is actually a better hand.
And the result of my roll was a 3. So everyone will draw a card.
Okay.
On top of that. So I'll draw a card for my spell and draw a card for that activation. And ooh, fantastic. I'll play a land for turn. And I will attack with Simon and the Lightning Rager.
Okay, that is how much damage altogether?
6 damage,
6.
and then I will draw an additional card. Simon's tapped. Rager will then go at the end of the turn. I will draw another card.
Right, that brings Eliana to 50 damage, which will trigger another ability.
Wipe the boards again.
Combat damage happens. No, the board will not. The board's not going to explode. But when Eliana, Font of Misery hits 50 HP, now as a static effect, Sinner Get Ready also has creatures and artifacts party members control come into play tapped. So now all non-creature spells are 1 more to cast, and all creatures and artifacts come in tapped. I heard a follow.
It's Megan.
It's Megan. What's up, Megan? So now
I hope they're happy with our P infinite token.
Sorry, Megan.
I'm wondering about the pizza.
It's all P.
I don't know if this is what you intended them for, but this is just what's happening.
Megan, long story.
You're cool with that?
I think we're all aware that I have a rather twisted and funny and weird sense of humor, and that's why there is a P token on the battlefield.
That will end my turn and put 5 additional counters.
All right, so we are up to 11 counters, so feel free to utilize as many as you need to be able to do whatever you need to do with your manas and your cards in hand, because there's plenty of mana.
Okay. I finally have a land to play. Non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast? Correct?
Non-creatures are 1 more to cast, and all creatures and artifacts come into play tapped.
I think,
Yeah, I can help set things up for our next cycle when it gets to my turn. So, keep that in mind.
okay, so I think I need to do... Oh, this is our last round of setup.
Oh, yeah, as soon as Russ is done with their turn,
Right.
Yep, Eliana starts doing things.
So...
Remember the Rager.
Yes.
Might as well get as much damage in while we can.
Oh, that comes in tapped.
It does?
Yeah.
Womp, womp, womp.
Jeez.
Yeah. If only you had a way to be able to sacrifice it in mono white.
I know. Well, I guess let's do... none of this really helps right now. Jeez.
You used all the good stuff before.
Sure did. Okay, I'll just pay 2 for a marble diamond.
You mean 3?
Oh, that's right.
Would you like to, Ron? Would you like to utilize some of the mana cache mana?
Yeah, you have. There's
Yeah,
plenty
just
of it.
just one, because I
Okay.
need this. Ooh,
Well,
actually,
You just tap the
It's
land, right?
colorless.
If you use the stuff off the enchantment, then you're essentially leaving that open and putting it right back onto it.
Yeah. I mean, it's here
Okay.
for everyone to use.
so can I use 2 of those?
Use 3 of it if you need.
I only need this 3 mana.
Okay.
Because I
So
have a Dawn Charm in hand, which will
Okay.
cost 1 more.
We're removing 2 counters from mana cache. All right.
Okay, and then
There
I
you go.
will. Yeah, I'll.
Free spells, everybody.
Woo! Free spells.
Yeah, I guess I'll pass.
Okay, how many am I adding to the cache?
3.
Okay, we are up to 12, everybody.
You're not gonna attack with Zenk?
Yeah, I'll attack with Sync.
Okay. How much?
4.
Salted trigger.
Don't
Oh.
you get?
Okay,
Isn't it 6?
so yeah,
It's also-
exalted. So that'll be 6,
Yeah, additional 2 more. Not bad.
Okay.
and then I'll gain 6. Yep. Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
What's really interesting is I have a Phyrexian Vindicator in hand,
Mhm.
which I
That
think
sounds like fun.
that would have been great for the first encounter.
Oh, you know what? The scroll of fuck this shit I'm out would have helped. Also, with the blowing up of the creatures.
Ooh. Yes.
Oh, because it was.
No,
it was,
the blowing
split
up the
second.
creatures had split second.
Yeah. We have to work for this,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you know if you attack with 4 or more, everything is gone, and there's not much you can do about it unless you can make it indestructible or something like that.
All right. I think it's the boss
But
turn.
that's before.
No, it's MJ's turn.
No, Russ gets to go before it. I was first.
Yeah. Ben started it off.
Oh, right,
so
right,
it's,
right,
It's
right.
MJ, it's
Sorry,
you, and
sorry.
then Russ.
Well, I completely lost track of what I was doing there. I'm gonna tap the Forbidden Orchard before my turn to give Russ a spirit.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna actually. I can just tap that. Next turn. What did these do? Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm supposed to gain 2 life first. I think I just drew something interesting. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Destroy
Yeah.
all emblems.
Well, let's see. I can't do that.
Destroy all emblems.
Destroy all emblems.
I would
I'm
love
gonna,
for there to actually be a card like that.
I'm gonna untap. I guess it really doesn't matter at this point. Yeah, it really doesn't matter at this point. Okay, so back to my turn. I'm going to play this mountain.
Oh, then unplug it.
Then I'm going to utilize 2 of the mana cache mana. Or 2 colorless.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tap this for red, giving Russ another spirit.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast these Boldweir Heavyweights.
Nice.
8 trample. When it comes into play, each opponent may search his or her library for a creature card and put it into play.
Yep.
And you shuffle your library.
Yep.
Ooh, I will.
So it's not going to necessarily help us this first round, but depends on what you find. I also create a Rager, which is really not all that important.
Yeah, the Eliana's static ability kind of puts the Tempest the etch
Hey,
in check.
the fact that we were able to get this much damage in through that was
I
pretty
mean,
nice.
that Rager's probably put in well over 150 damage, I think, at this point, all in
Yeah,
all,
and to
right?
be fair. Yeah, so I'm just gonna continue with my turn if that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to tap. I'm going to remove 3 counters if people are okay with this. I promise it'll be useful. So I'm gonna reset this to 7. And I'm gonna make it easier on everyone. I'm gonna play this Helm of Awakening.
Nice.
So now all spells cost 1 less.
Yep.
So that will help us. Then I'm also going to do a nice little bit of setup. I'm going to remove 2 counters on here. I know I'm using all this stuff, but I will try to put these 2 back. Or 1 back anyway. Actually, I can use a Spectral Searchlight. Does anyone need colored mana on their turn?
No,
No.
good. Do we need
Okay.
to reveal the creature that we're putting on the top
Well,
of our library?
No,
Well,
you put it
it
into
goes
play.
to the battlefield.
Oh, it goes in the battlefield? Oh,
Yep, goes
okay.
into play. So I'm going to continue here. I'm going to play this Curse of Shaken Faith. So whenever an enchanted player casts a spell other than the first spell they cast each turn or copies the spell, deals 2 damage. So I'm just going to set that up.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be everything I have for this turn.
Megan, the potions are items that the the specific party members that the players are playing start with. This is a blend of MTG and D&D, and I am the Dungeon Master of Ceremonies, and we are here doing the thing. Are all 4 players a team like Two-Bit Giant? So all 4 players are working together to beat the boss monsters that I put in front of them.
Okay.
In response, I'm sorry, I was in the middle of searching my thing. In response to you casting the Helm of Awakening,
Yep.
I'm going to cast a counter spell, but it's going to be a counter for 0. I'm going to tap 1 blue, and then cast. I'm sorry, 1 blue and another blue because I have to pay 2 for it. To cast Condescend to counter that spell unless you pay 0. And then I'll get the Scry 2. Because I scried,
Smart.
or because I cast the spell, I will get the Scry 2, but then I also, because I put Tolerant Sky Summoner into play,
Nice.
Remember, everything's going to be tapped.
Great. It'll be tapped, it's fine.
It's fine.
Worry
It's
about
fine.
it? Okay. And that's all I'm doing.
Okay, and then, yeah, I put the Curse out there. And so I'm not exactly sure if that'll help us, but who knows. I go to my end step. I will add 2 more counters back to the mana cache. So we are now up to 7 mana. Please use it wisely. And what did everyone get out of their deck?
I got a 100-handed one.
Nice.
See,
I
Ben,
love that card so much.
let's see. Ben, you got
I-
Talrand.
I got a Nova Chaser. I have to actually sacrifice an elemental.
Well, you're not sacrificing it. You're removing it from play, and then it will go back into play once that leaves. I believe that still works with tokens. That's champion, right?
Yep.
I believe
Yeah,
that
it's
still
basically
works.
like a phase effect, something like
Sort
that,
of,
yeah.
Okay, then I'll just drag it out of. I'll just drag the elemental out of play.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, and then Talrand is on the battlefield. Then I have nothing else. I will pass the turn. Those counters go on. And remember, all of your spells now cost 1 less.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
and that's all
everything's
spells.
normal.
Well, all creature
creatures
spells
are 1
cost
Or
1
one
less.
less. Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Sweet.
That's true.
All right, so I'm going to play a Castle Embereth for turn.
Mm-hmm.
You said creature spells cost 1 less, right? So
Yes.
6, 7.
And remember, there's still 7 mana available in the mana cache if you need it.
1, 3.
I'm excited and
4.
terrified to see what Russ does right now.
I'm going to take 3 from the mana cache.
You got it.
I'm going to bring back Holga.
Okay.
Comes in tapped.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
I'm going to spend 4. 1, 2. Gonna nick those for 4.
Okay.
So I have 1 red floating. I'm gonna play dark steel ingot.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Tap that. Play Flamekin Harbinger. On Flamekin Harbinger ETBs, I get to choose a elemental. Shuffle from my library, reveal it, shuffle library, and put the card on top.
Comes in tapped.
Oh, it comes in tapped?
Mhm.
Oh, no, the Harbinger comes in tapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harbinger
Yeah.
comes in.
Yeah. All right. I love you.
You also have a Rager too. Don't forget that.
Yeah, for what it's worth.
Exactly. It
It's
comes in tapped.
tapped.
Can you scoop the cats?
Yeah.
I mean, it counts because commander matters.
Only you could attack with Holga this turn.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
Yeah.
It's a shame you couldn't retroactively untap it with repeat.
Mhm.
Yeah. Tap with P.
All right, hang on a minute. Trying to see what elemental I want to grab.
There's a lot of juicy ones.
I'm grabbing this one, Soul Surge Elemental. Goes on top of my library. And I'm going to. Sorry, I know that took forever.
You're good.
That's fine.
We're getting down to the nitty gritty here. Everyone's got you have a lot of stuff on the board right now, and you can be doing some serious damage, more so next turn. But
I'm going to attack with 4. I'm going to do.
Is that the Rager that you just tapped?
No, the Rager came in tapped.
Right. Okay. So you're attacking me with the 1, 2, 3 spirits and
A 10-2.
a 10-2? What am I doing? So 10, 11, 12, 13 damage?
Yep.
Okay, 13 damage. Coming up. Let's see.
Yeah, next turn's going to be a ton of damage.
If they all survive. Anyway, we don't know what'll happen.
Pending creature survival.
Okay, Ben got exiled. You'll be back. Okay, is that your turn?
It happened again.
Yep, that's me.
Okay, Eliana's first turn of the game. So, when Eliana starts her first turn in her upkeep, she is going to. I'm going to bring this up real quick. She is going to automatically get 2 4/4 Fallen Angel creature tokens with Menace, Vigilance, and Flying.
Menace, Vigilance, and Flying. Okay.
Then we're going to trigger her legendary ability, the last legendary ability that she has, and that is the Dread Magnificence of Perversity. I'm going to roll a d20. Whatever that number is, that's how many 4/4 tokens I'm putting into play.
Oh goodness.
It's not a cast, is it?
It is not. It is not a cast. So
Welcome to Walmart gift
here we
card.
go.
Oh yeah, Walmart gift cards.
Okay. Okay. So that's an 8. So you're only going to get 8 onto the battlefield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So Eliana now has 10, 4, 4, Flying, Vigilant, Menace, Fallen Angels.
No worries.
I ain't scared. What the F?
I ain't scared of no ghosts.
That's gonna be her turn. Remember, Eliana starts her turn. Has her turn after each one of you.
Yep.
Go ahead, Ben. You're up.
How do we get out of this pickle, guys?
How many health does she have left?
She has 33.
Lightning bolt 11 times.
33.
Grape shot.
And if you've noticed, she her legendary ability, Sinner Get Ready, has triggered every time she loses 25 life. So you haven't hit 25 yet. So you better maybe do it all in one shot if you can. Pro tip.
I mean, remember, we also have those scrolls piecing the fuck out.
Yeah. For sure.
So if you really can't do anything, we might want to make sure we get around to Russ's turn again.
Yeah.
I will put Mystic Sanctuary into play, which will put Wheel and Deal. Where does that go? Top of my library? Yeah, it's top of my library.
Honestly, Wheel and Deal wouldn't be the worst thing to have.
And then I will cast a Mind's Aglow.
Okay.
And
I like
Mind's
this.
Aglow is a Joining Forces spell. It says,
I
starting
like
with me, each player may pay any amount of mana, and then each player draws X cards, where X is the total amount of mana paid.
How much are you paying then?
I'm gonna.
We also have the mana from the mana cache.
Yes,
Sure
and that can be
do.
utilized. We may want to save a couple manas just in case there.
Oh, did you add the one from my the end of my turn?
Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, so we're up to 5. My bad.
So I'm gonna dump 5 into that.
I need this mana for Dawn Charm in case it gets too bad.
Okay, I will add 1 mana in with this island.
Well,
Okay.
do our spells cost less now, or are they back to normal?
Yes, they cost 1 less.
Creature spells.
Creature spells,
Yeah,
yeah.
creature spells cost.
Yeah,
Oh, but our
regular spells
everything else
cost
is
normal.
yeah. They
Okay,
cost
then I can dump 1 into it.
I will also dump 1.
Okay.
Okay,
I
so
will
that's 7.
dump 1 as well.
8.
Are you
That's 8.
using any of the colorless
No, that's. I
from
think
the
8's good.
cache?
Remember, Ron, you can always use the one from Mana Cache if you need it as well for the Dawn Charm. Actually, no, I guess never mind. I was thinking something else. I wouldn't be on your turn. Okay, yeah. So we have
So that's 8.
8.
So
8
draw
cards,
8.
Okay.
Lordy Lord, draw 8.
4, 5, 6.
Oh. Just make sure it gets back to my turn.
Yeah, I need to get back to my turn. Like, yeah.
Well, we can try.
Okay.
I mean,
'Cause we for sure have 2 ways out of it.
Yeah, because I just drew a Fire Emancipation.
I did too.
So nice.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, if it gets around to my turn, I can drop that, then Russ can just finish this off. If we're lucky. But
So
I do have that in
Eliana's
the end.
not a creature, correct?
Eliana herself is not a creature, no.
Hmm.
Okay.
Actually,
Eliana is the player technically.
did she
Okay.
cast more than 1 spell last turn?
Who?
Eliana.
Eliana did not cast anything.
Okay, just making sure because I
Yep.
do have the curse.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Just wanted to make sure that
Mhm.
I was getting that correct.
Eliana
Okay.
was made with Eliana, and specifically not really cast triggers, but more triggered things. That's why it took so long for her to start doing things.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be my turn. So we'll add
Okay.
6 more counters to the
Yep.
mana cache.
Mana cache. All right, we'll be up to 9.
Eliana now has a turn. Hey, speak of the devil, look who just showed up. Well, Eliana, you're starting to become a problem for them. They went through and melted the first 2. Currently, you are at 33 health out of 100. However, you have 10, 4, 4, Flying Menace, Vigilant, Fallen Angels in the battlefield, and your turn has just started. So, why don't we go ahead and see what happens?
Crazy time.
We are going to trigger the Dread Magnificence of Perversity, except since it's not our first turn, it's not a D20 anymore, so you guys can chill. However, it is 2d6, so we're going to roll 2d6.
Oh, that could be worse.
Could even be a boat.
Could make a hat, a pterodactyl.
It's 5. So we are going to... let's see.
Anybody got a board wipe?
I mean, I got the scroll piece of
Yeah.
alive.
X, 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 X. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 just came in. And let's read her attack rules. Her attack rules are... So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 40 damage. All 10 of them are going to the party member with the least amount of life, and that will be Russ. You have 40 damage coming in the air at you, Russ.
Oh, we need you alive. So,
All right.
we have 2 scrolls,
Yes, you do.
and I
So we
also have
Dawn Charm.
a Dawn Charm.
What's the Dawn Charm do?
Dawn Charm
It's a
says,
poke.
prevent all damage that would be dealt this turn,
Sick.
or regenerate target creature, or counter target spell.
It's one of my favorite cards to play in my white decks, so I'm
It's a
very
good one.
familiar with it.
Yeah, so I think we have 3 choices here. We either do the Dawn Charm, we do the fuck this shit, I'm out, or I just take the damage like a man and then we revive me.
But would you be revived with your board intact?
No.
Okay, so that's
Fuck
not an
this
option.
shit, I'm out. Come on, man. Fuck this shit, I'm out. All right
Yeah.
now.
Are we a scroll
Who-
of
who's-
piecing the fuck out?
Yeah, who's using the scroll?
I'll use mine.
Okay. So poof, Ron was like, "Yo, let's get the fuck out of here," and poof, everyone's fucking phased out. Boom, gone. Eliana looks around, smirks a little bit, was like, "They'll be back and they'll get them then." And then her turn is over. So Ron, you poop. Everybody poops back in,
All right.
and it's your turn.
Okay, and remember, there's 9 mana available from the mana cache.
Nice plays, friends.
Well, first,
I-
I'm gonna play land.
I would not mind a blasphemous act, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I'm right behind that.
I'll never guess who could possibly have one of those. It's not me.
Okay. We have how many on the mana cache?
9. So you have up to 9 colorless mana available for your use this turn.
Okay, I'm gonna use 2 of those.
Okay, you got it.
I'm gonna add a white. I'm gonna cast Danitha, Capuchin Paragon.
What's up, Al? You're becoming a problem real fast. You currently have, I think, 15 4/4 flying menace vigilant angels on the battlefield at the current moment.
Okay, so now I need to figure out how to stack these.
Ridiculous.
I got to say they're doing a really good job, though. They have been impressive with their plays and the things that they have dumped onto the battlefield.
Okay. Not super familiar with what all these cards do in my hand.
To be honest, some of these cards that you guys have been playing, I'm like, I put that in there. I don't even remember what that card is.
Okay.
You designed the format. Even the god does not know what he has wrought.
Listen,
This is no cones of Dunshire.
there were a lot of BONG rips while I was doing all this, so, I'm a little fuzzy sometimes.
Okay. So let's do tap Nykthos for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white. I will use 3 of it for Moon-based Cleric.
Okay, comes in tapped.
And when it ETBs, I get to search for an enchantment, reveal it, and put it onto the top of my library. I need a way to draw a card. So let me look. An enchantment. Is there one that helps us all?
I mean, I can make you draw.
Moonblast goes into your hand or on top?
It goes on top.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab all that glitters. Yeah, all that glitters is probably the best choice. I put that on top. Okay, and I need this mana for Dawn Charm. Okay. Go to combat.
What kind of evasion do you have?
Oh, this just has double strike. It doesn't have. I don't have to attack, do I?
No,
No.
you don't have to.
Okay, because my commander's dead.
Yeah, your commander is
If I
very
attack.
dead with all of these 4/4 flying vigilant nasties.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll go to cleanup and pass.
Okay.
Okay, I will add 1 counter to the mana cache.
Okay.
Did you want to draw a card? I can make you draw a card.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Because what I wanted to play, I won't be able to do till next turn, anyways.
All right.
Um,
It is Eliana's turn once again. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to roll these 2d6. That is 8. So we are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Well, actually, you know what? It's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is extra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. So those cannot attack, but we are gonna go ahead and Russ is still at 37.
5.
35. So you're gonna get 1, 2, 3. So that's 4. So you're gonna get 36 sent at you, and then the next lowest is Ben, and Ben, you're gonna get 24 thrown at you. Any responses to the attack?
I'm going to cry in my corner.
Well, I mean, you do
So
still
we
have
have
another
a
scroll and
we
a
have
Dawn
another
Charm.
scroll and have a Dawn Charm.
Yeah.
And we need
Yeah.
to get to.
We need to get
My
back
turn.
to Russ's turn.
We need to get back to Russ. So do we want to use the scroll or Dawn
Should we
Charm?
do the Dawn Charm? I mean, Ben has counter spell mana up.
Well,
Yeah, but
counterspell mana isn't
counterspell
really gonna
magic
work right
doesn't
now
do
because
matter
there's nothing
because
to
they
cast.
don't start
I know,
casting
I know.
spells.
I'm just being wishful, okay?
Yeah, I'll Dawn Charm.
Okay. So you're preventing all combat damage.
Yes.
Okie dokie. Eliana's turn is complete. Go ahead, and you are up, MJ.
Okay, let's see what I can do. Upkeep P token triggers.
It's keeping you in the game.
I never thought I was gonna say that, but
Listen, don't expect you know what's going on when you come onto the stream.
let's see. So I can go above 40.
Yes, you can go above 40, just not with the potion.
Well, okay. I didn't do it last turn because I
Yeah,
didn't think
give yourself
I could go above 40.
another
Yeah,
turn. That's fine.
there we go. Okay.
Sure.
Because I honestly thought I was capped at 40. So okay, P token will untap. Is there really any useful targets for this? I don't think there really are.
Let me fix my board up.
So I'm just gonna skip that. Okay, I drew a card. What does this do? Oh, right. I know what that does. I'm gonna play this mountain for turn. I'm going to do the thing I said I was going to do last turn. I'm gonna utilize 3 manas from the mana cache.
Mhm.
So we're down to 5
Uh-huh.
to set the counters. Has to be an easier way to do that, but okay. I'm gonna tap 1, 2. I'll tap the Spectral Searchlight for red. I'm gonna play Fiery Emancipation.
Nice.
Okay.
So let's see. That would be eye control.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's actually not as good as I thought it would be. Because
Well, we do know that Russ also has one.
yes, but the thing is, like, I would only cast that if it helps him out. Otherwise, it doesn't really do me any good because I only have an 8/8.
So take it back.
I mean, honestly, would this even be helpful? Because technically, I would have 24 power with trample, but that doesn't do anything on this board.
Not with what she's got on the board now.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna not do that. That just seems bad. Okay, I'm going through the motions. Wait a minute.
What did you untap with the P?
I didn't untap anything because unfortunately, there's nothing that helps us out.
You can
Now-
untap my soul ring.
Yeah, you can untap the soul
Oh,
ring.
yeah, sure. Untap the soul ring. By the way, I also
What
have
did
this
you
Reigns of
untap
Power.
with the P.
Correct.
So yes, I have the Reigns of Power, which we can untap all creatures you control and all creatures target opponent controls. You and that opponent each gain control of all creatures the other controls until end of turn. Those creatures gain haste. Should I just crack this?
Let me have to read it one more time. Untap all creatures you control, and all creatures target opponent controls.
I just do it.
The thing is, when we attack with 4, or you attack with 5 creatures, it'll destroy all the creatures.
Yeah, but if I can do lethal damage.
Yeah, I would do it.
It's on attack. Like you put more than 4 attacking. That's what triggers.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
So I can still do that and then still pump through some damage.
I say do it. Do the
Okay.
thing.
So I'm
That
gonna
means
I'm
you'll
gonna
get some
utilize
damage.
Fiery Emancipation first. So I will utilize that.
Okay.
Because if I can steal all the creatures and attack with 4, I can still triple their damage. Okay.
mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm gonna utilize. You see, I just had to think that through.
Mhm.
Remove a counter. I completely forgot I foretold it, even though it's been sitting here for
The entire game.
most of the game. Yeah. Thank you, Edgin. You were useful.
Hey.
Spectral Searchlight. Fiery Emancipation.
All right.
Okay, then I'm gotta read the. Okay, foretell cost equal to its mana cost reduced by 2. Okay, so I'm just gonna pay. Actually, yeah. So I have to play. Okay, so I have to use all my mana, my blue mana anyway, and I'm gonna attempt to play Reigns of Power.
Okay.
So I'm going to move the heavyweights off the screen here.
Okay.
And going to gain a shit ton of angel tokens.
Yes, you are.
Yep.
Does anyone have?
MJ's like, we're close. I can taste it. Let's do it.
Let's see. Does anyone else have any? Because that'd be 36 damage on board.
Well,
Or
you're
actually-
gonna only attack with 4 of them.
Yes.
So that's only
If I attack with
16.
4, but each one would be dealing 12
Isn't
damage
that
total.
red damage? Sorcery
No, just as a source.
All right, cool, great, awesome, sick.
Yeah, so I'm going to go to combat, and I'm going to swing 4 angels in the air.
Okay, and that will do how much?
48 damage, if my math is correct, because each one will be doing 12.
That is correct, and congratulations, party members.
Huzzah!
You have beaten all 3
Let's
boss
go.
monsters in the very first MTG Skolosseum. Thank you
Let's
so
go.
much for being a part of this grindy ass dungeon crawl, and you did it. You the next time I see you in person, you won a massive hug from yours truly.
I'm always down for that.
But first off, thank you so much, all 4 of you. The 4 of you have been amazing. You did awesome. You did exactly what the experience wanted to do, right? And do some really wacky, crazy shit, get a bunch of laughs, and then have the screws tighten up a little bit towards the end, because that's what's supposed to happen. But like, I'm definitely going to make a couple of changes now that I see how everything's working. I hope you guys enjoyed it all. Before we get to goodbyes and kind of wrap things up, I just wanted to, since we have a bunch of viewers in here, and also viewers, thank you so much for hanging out. This is the very first one. I'm honored that you decided to be here to hang out with us. We got Commander Sealed coming up in September. Please check it out. Fantastic event. I'm going to be there. Russ, are you going to be there again this year?
I am going to have to miss that one this
You're gonna
year.
miss that one? Okay. So MJ or Ben, I know it might be harder for Ron. Are either of you going to be there this year?
No, it's too far
Okay.
for me to get to, unfortunately.
Okay.
I want to, but it involved me flying across the country.
Okay.
So
Oh, you're a West Coast. You're a
West Coast
Coaster.
guy,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Well, I mean, thank you for coming out and doing this. I know that it was earlier in the day, and
it was totally fine. It was after work, so it worked out perfectly.
Nice.
Commander Sealed, fantastic. Trevor Project, Trans Lifeline, absolutely amazing event. Sealed Commander, it's seriously one of the best times I've ever had playing Magic. It's where I met Russ for the first time. It's where I met a lot of the people that I now call very good friends in the community for the first time, and it was an unbelievable event. Gunner's amazing. He's been running around trying to do as much as he possibly can to push it out there and get it out there. So if you can, September, Rochester, definitely be there. And for anybody who is into CEDH, LotusCon is putting on, Monarch is one half of the organizations putting on LotusCon, and that's going to be in Bellevue or Belleville, Indiana. I always mix the two up. And that is going to be on, I wrote it all down somewhere. Just go ahead if you're interested and want to go to a sweet CEDH tournament. It's going to be, I can't remember off the top of my head. I believe October, maybe 8th, 9th. Prize support all the way through the top 32. Top 32 get 75, break even. Top 16 get 200. Second, third, fourth place get $1,000 in cash, and the winner is an unlimited time twister and an unlimited Monarch event like lifetime pass. So it's super worth it. Get out there if you can. I want to see and hear about all the things all the time pertaining to all these events, but it's getting late. These players battled through damn near 3.5 hours of an insane dungeon crawl. So MJ, why don't you go ahead, let everybody know where they can find you and all that good stuff, and I can get you guys out of here to go to bed.
Yeah. Hey everybody, it's MJ from MTG in Quarantine. I'm just trying to get my profile picture up here. I do a podcast about all things EDH, CDH. I like to say I'm the #1 variety podcaster out there in the Magic community. Whether you believe me or not is up to you, but I'm going to put that out there. And I had a lot of fun. This Edgin deck was actually surprisingly punchy for what I expected for being a support player. Yeah, thanks John for having me on. This was an awesome experience. I would highly recommend. I love these sorts of like weird, quirky little sub formats. Different ways to play our game, and it's gonna be kind of difficult to play regular Magic next time because it's like, but I kind of want to play with my friends and like co-op. So this is a lot of fun. Thank you so much, and you can find me at the link tree slash MTG in quarantine. So yeah, thank you so much.
All right, Russ, why don't you go ahead?
Hey everybody! Once again, I'm Uncle Russ. You can find me over here on Twitch on Friday evenings at 8 Eastern doing some Commander content. I also do Arena on Saturday and Sunday mornings, and some little D&D real play on Tuesdays. But all things being real, man, I had a good time, John. This was
Awesome.
This was pretty awesome. Like
Great.
this is a neat concept, and I hope that there's more to come.
Well, I mean, it seemed like you picked the right deck for yourself. You picked the aggro deck. You're an aggro type of fella. So, I mean, to be perfectly honest, it seemed that the party was really counting on you to do the majority of the damage, and up until that last little bit, you were definitely doing most of the damage.
Yeah, I got a little cocky there at the end.
That's okay. I mean, listen, this is the type of experience where you're totally allowed to be cocky, and I want you to be. Go for it. Do your thing. Do the big crazy stuff.
Absolutely.
All right, Ben, let us know what's going on with you.
I put my Twitter link in the chat.
Okay.
Nothing's going on with me, man. I really like the deck. I was a little bummed that counters did nothing for me at the end of the game.
Yeah,
although I did manage to use one just to put an extra creature into play.
To
that
be
was
honest, Eliana's again. I create all of these boss monsters in mind with the community member that it's based off of. So I
Sure.
also tend to try to work with them, and Elle's just like, I want to be a problem. So, kind of canceling out the strength of a blue player, it makes it very difficult for people to deal with. But you guys did it. The four of you did it. You beat Eliana. So, like, congrats. You guys figured out a way around it. Ron, why don't you go ahead?
What up? My name's Ron, aka Dreamers_MTG. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and Threads. Just trying to put out some EDH content. Yeah, I feel like I didn't do particularly too much. Didn't get to swing a lot with my commander, but when I did, it was a little bit chunky.
Yeah.
I did have a Dawn Charm that saved someone, so I was worth something.
If you didn't Dawn, I mean,
That was a clutch Dawn Charm.
Right. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, the fact that the Reigns of Power that was sitting there literally from the first boss monster came into play all the way at the end was pretty clutch. But, like, there was a chance where if you didn't have that Dawn Charm and that Reigns of Power wasn't on the battlefield, y'all would have been toast. So,
Yeah.
1,000,000%.
So I'm happy. I'm at least, I understand that you didn't do a whole lot. As we all know, as Magic players, we all know that sometimes decks don't do the thing particularly well. But I will want to talk to you afterwards at some point and talk to you about maybe what you feel is missing, and then we can modify it, and I can change the deck up a little bit because it's my creation. Doesn't matter. I can put in whatever I want. So
Yeah, straight up.
I will talk to you afterwards to make some improvements on it if you feel it is necessary.
All right, sounds good.
Cool.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, everybody.
But this was great.
I appreciate and love all of you playing. I appreciate and love all of you watching. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start a raid for Corey, that TCG guy, another fantastic member of the community. So when we raid over there, why don't you go ahead, light his chat up with hypes and everything else imaginable. Just go nuts and let him know that you're there with a raid. And I will catch you all next time. Thank you so much. See you next week. Catch you on the flip side.
Yeah.